Hello, everyone. I am going to be exploring the realm of, I think you say it, Rhovanion, with ElderWissman today. I'm just about to jump into voice chat with him, so let's get to it. I've got a coffee. I've only just woken up, so bear with me for a seckie. Where are we? Hello.
Hello. I would
How you?
say good morning to you, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
evening for us. So
Oh yeah. It's
yeah.
definitely morning for me. 9:30 in the morning.
Well, welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at boss stones, so that's kind of glowy and cool. Haha.
Hello.
Oh, here you
Hello,
are.
Miss Potatoes. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's
A little
good.
tired, but been having a lot of fun. I build on both the realm and on season time with Emma, and so I've been
Ah.
busy jumping back and forth. So, but I heard you wanted to have a tour, and I was like, oh, that's exciting. And Wiseman was like, well, do you want to come along? And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the more the merrier. That's awesome. Cool. Well,
absolutely.
thanks for staying up because I'm sure it's what is it super late for you guys?
It's
No.
actually 7:35, so it's not
Okay,
too late.
okay,
I know
okay. That's good.
Potatoes has been playing for, gosh, she's been putting numbers in since Val-Con started. Um, I'm a teacher on this primarily, so like I have to balance my time and my
Yep.
sanity. So I'm like, all right, I'll make it work.
Ah, well, there you go. Well, there's I don't know who's watching yet, but anyway, I'm live on Twitch and YouTube because I said that that's what I would attempt to do for as many of the Hypeweek worlds this week as possible, and I've taken time off, so I got to sleep in this morning. It was 2 hours
Oh,
past my
wonderful.
usual alarm time, so I'm refreshed because the last few days it's been like 2, 3, 5 hours of sleep, and then like 14, 15-hour days at least just doing Val-Con stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'm off work, I'm doing gaming,
Good.
and we've got the con, so I'm excited.
Hello there.
Norsen!
Wonderful.
Hello, honey. Okay, alright. Well, I have food on me because I discovered while going around Starheim that food was required because I forget
Yep.
that you need stamina when you're not building in creative mode. And to see things, you kind of need to be able to walk, right? So that was a
Yep.
thing.
I mean, I was just doing Seasonheim where you just need certain foods as
Mm,
well, but it's on another character, not this character. But we have
ah.
plenty of food caches everywhere.
Oh,
So
I filled
feel
my
free.
pockets, so I've definitely got food. I've even got
Okay.
stamina potions in case something really goes wrong. Yeah, so.
No, it's all right.
And thank you for the
It's
follow,
better to
Miss
be
Couch
prepared.
Potato. All right, lead the way, sir, because this is your
Yeah.
world and your
Yeah.
community's
Well,
world,
welcome.
and I'm a visitor.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
tour me.
Well, welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. Ideally, this is a starting point, so it's like a quick sign that states like, "Hey, welcome." The idea behind the world where was people would come to this place that highlight the building engine of the game and try to build something that they desire based on what their look is.
Yep.
When players come, they design something, everything's different, and then they claim this little hold area where they kind of role play the governor or the jarl per se and
Okay.
control that land and
Nice.
build as they see fit.
Cool.
We
Okay.
do have this is more of like a community part of the land where nobody can build on it except usually me, which is more just designing to make paths to the
Yeah. Yeah.
capital. But ideally, new players come down and they'll follow this, and we'll go to the capital where you see all the players that partake in the worlds, their portals, their names, and all the named locations that they have
Yep.
discovered or built from scratch.
Yeah. Nice. I like community worlds, especially those that are sort of like either gameplay or building. I think it's just it's an awesome way to meet new people and see what everyone's like capable of building. Like for me, I love building. I love playing the game too, but building's like the biggest thing for me. So
Yeah.
I usually like to drool over things that I haven't seen before, or try and work out how something was done.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely excited to see everything and to confirm this is fully vanilla. There's no modded structures
No,
or
the
pieces or
only
anything.
mod I have for the server is internal torches, so the
Yep.
flames stay lit. That's the only one I've had
Okay.
in place just for convenience.
Yep.
The world, I have the settings. The world has casual portals, so you can portal anything in.
Yep.
We have raids turned off. We put it to a vote, and everybody decided to vote to have raids off because when you're building something, having a raid come in and knock down some of your structures midway through can be stressful.
This
certain
is
players-
this is ElderWissman. Is that how I'm saying it, or is it Wiseman?
You got it, yeah.
Okay,
ElderWissman
I
and
did get it right.
Wiseman, either way. Yep.
If you type !info, all the links and stuff should pop in to chat as well. Yes, yeah, I updated that beforehand. Woo!
Yep.
I did want to say that I have done most of my builds on here. Well, my main build, Van Landy, I did that without any mods. I now, since working on Seasonheim, I finally learned how to mod for the first time, and so I now use internal torches and I use plant everything. But when I build, I do it just purely with the build pieces as intended. I know that there's been a slight few usage of Gizmo from some of the players through the world, but for the most part, we all really like to build with how the build pieces are vanilla, and there's been a few things where like we might go to a different world. Like one of my builds is I had to use a trophy for it, so I kind of figured at that point I should probably just go spawn them and bring them in because it was going to be a lot, and I was kind of had a time restriction, so
Yep.
I figured that one wouldn't be too bad. But for the most part, yeah, I try to keep it as vanilla as possible. I like to challenge myself and see what I can do, and Wiseman is the same way. He does that too. So
Yep.
I think we
Like,
must be
climb
twinsies
mods.
because I love building in vanilla, but I see I also love doing the creative stuff that makes it really challenging because you got to think a bit more than what you usually do with vanilla. But you use, say, Gizmo and you create something absolutely astronomical, and then you're like, okay, so how can I do this without Gizmo? And that's the bit that I like. I like the challenge of trying to recreate something that I created using a rotation mod. So I love puzzles and figuring things out and making the vanilla pieces work to the way I want them to work. So yes, I love all the vanilla stuff. I will only build with vanilla if I have any mods whatsoever available. It is purely like decoration stuff. I will never construct anything using modded pieces because I don't want it to fall apart, break, not be compatible, something go wrong, and I just love the vanilla pieces too much. So there's no point in me trying to do something that just isn't real, really.
Yeah.
well,
I think the other one I forgot.
Sorry.
The other one, oh no, the other one I forgot to mention was place all items I have on, just for the decoration.
Yeah.
So it utilizes all the vanilla items, but it's
I wish
purely for that reason.
I wish anything that fits into your pocket could go onto an item stand. I want to slap them and just say, just do it, okay? Just do it and let us do it. If I can pick it up, it can go on a stand. Yeah, 100%.
Yep. But yeah, client mods are welcome if the player has it. Like I think Potatoes mentioned Quizmo, which certain players have used. It's usually greenlit to say, hey, as long as it's not game breaking.
Yeah, client side stuff usually isn't. Yeah,
as long as it doesn't disrupt the flow or make it break the rounded feel to it, it's an okay. I know there's certain mods that transform the size of certain trees to a gigantic level.
That did happen in Van Landy.
It did happen.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, from that point, I'm like, maybe none of those mods, people. And so far, it's been in the clear.
We kept that one because there is some lore that I have written for there that does link the tree. And someone that used to be on the server who made unfortunate decisions with us, I decided like to make it a little bigger, and I said, okay, that's fine. That one I was okay with because I figured it was just a tree that is supposed to be part of the lore. all my building wasn't going to be that way, so I was like, all right, and it looks nice, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But what I was trying to say is I have been lurking and looking at your builds, and I love all of them so much, and you have inspired me a lot, and I have adapted some of the things that I have watched you do, so I greatly appreciate everything you do. So I have been wanting to meet you for a very long time,
Oh,
so
that
I
is awesome.
appreciate you letting me come along.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind who comes along, as long as they obviously, understand that while I'm doing this particular week of streaming, that I'm going to be live. I want to show those that can watch and watch the VODs later that there's so much more to Valheim and the community that they just see occasionally posted. Like, there's so much that just doesn't get shared publicly, and the fact that we're able to have 15 worlds opened up for, hopefully a little bit beyond this 1 week, for people to explore and see exactly what everybody is able to do, whether it's with mods or whether it's with vanilla or a mix in between. Yeah, I love the community. It's one of my most favorite games, and I honestly compare all my games to Valheim when I play. So,
I
yes.
can relate to that. It's my favorite. I've been playing for 3 years. I have like 4,200 hours, and I know that's not as many as some, but it is the most I've ever played on a game, and
Yeah.
I love it, and I got the building bug, and so I just love the community. I just started coming out of my shell because I'm really shy, and I wanted to meet everybody. Like I was like, it's time. Emma kind of really encouraged me to do that, and everybody's been so lovely. I was so scared, but it's been great. So, yes, I'm just so happy that you're on here. Wiseman really deserves all of the attention he's getting for this. He has made a beautiful thing here.
Yeah, appreciate it. And it's the world building aspect is the big push. We were just talking about that, Bree, before you came on. That's for me is my favorite part. It's the
Yeah.
building portion and adding roots to why it was built here, why it was for that name, why does it look like it does, and so forth. And trying to make that continuity connect with every build has been the goal on my end. And when any player builds a certain spot that is drastically different from my own, I was like, all right, tell me the story. Why does it look like this? Why is it
Yep.
designed that way? And it's then added to the running records.
Yeah. I when I build, I don't just build because I want to build. I build because I've got a theme or a story or something in mind. And then I make sure that whatever that build is, it is understandable when you first see it. Like, if it's a horror build, you have your horror effects to it. If it's, something out in the snow, then it's, something specific. Like, there's always a reason behind why I build. I don't just build for the sake of building. I usually just get the bug, and I really want to build a specific thing, and then I go ham at it for days or weeks or months until it is perfect, because I am like OCD with detail. If something doesn't look right, if it's not manually placed and it's not even, it'll get ripped apart until it's actually perfect. I don't want to see like uneven things when I'm doing stuff, especially when you're working with groust and all those like really sharp lines. Like, you just want to make it look perfect. And hello, Mr. McLeod. I'm sorry I couldn't say hi earlier, but yes, welcome in. Thank you for joining the stream today. But yeah, so tell me about this building. This is just the hub where everyone comes in, pops their portal, claims like their plot in an area.
So originally, when we started the server a year ago, this did not exist. We had a separate location called Thrangle that was the capital, and that was much bigger than this. It was more of like a grand, almost I would say a castle on the hill per se.
Okay. Yep.
But I had my main base, had a portal hub, claim room, and we had a lore event where it got destroyed, razed to the ground, and so we relocated here. So the building itself is designed to be more circular in shape, so it usually shows more unification per se. So I designed it after there's a church in Iceland. I forget the name of the church, but that's what the front of the church looks like in Iceland. So that's the inspiration that came from this design. So each side has a different section. So the one left side is the player hub, and the right side is the claim room where players will then make a claim and name it. And in the basement is the boss portal room below. And we'll show that in a little bit. That one
Okay,
was
yep.
a kind of a last edition, which was kind of cool. And this little house across the main hall is the welcoming center per se, where players new, they can get the bare necessities. There's some beds up there, and then
This
they
would have taken a
venture
while
off
to
find
build.
claim. This
I'm gonna climb it because I always look at things.
No,
so
please.
I've got
the feather
stamina.
cape, so you're in the clear.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all your grouse and beams. Yeah, so it kind of it's so challenging when you see stuff like this. You're like, oh, how are you gonna do it? And then you start playing with poles, and poles do so much. You don't realize how much poles actually do, or beams, depending on how you want to word it. But yeah, the effect is just so good. It looks so good.
Yeah, and
I love it.
I forgot how long it took me. It was a work in progress. I still add some new things. Like this was a new addition, the Greeting Hall.
Yep.
Just updated the supply depot, which is further down that path. Added a mini chapel. And just like slowly but surely, I'm adding things when I get the build itch to do so.
Yeah, no,
As I have
it's very
5
striking.
projects.
It's
Yeah.
very striking.
But in here, where the claim is, so when a player makes a claim, they either find an already named location. Since we have maps on Discord that I draft up, it's a mirror image of the Valheim world that I will edit, names, and locations.
Yep.
Some of them are pre-named. Others, a player will say, hey, I want to rename it or name this brand new place that. It's then added to the running wall here. So all the ones in yellow are claimed by a player.
Okay.
The ones in the blue are more community. So Guild Hall, this one is a community area. Bywater, which is a market community area. And it slowly but surely changes. And ideally, when a player feels comfortable enough, they can declare a hold, similar to how Skyrim works, where you have.
I like Skyrim, so yes.
Yeah, it's the whole idea of being a Jarl and the holds. It's like, oh yeah, I'm utilizing that here. So once a player makes a hold, they are then given control of a larger area of land that they can build and govern as they see fit. So Potatoes over here is Surturhold. She is the Jarl of that area, and she owns or governs all these spots.
Ooh. Now I'm very excited to see what we've got. So every area is separate to each other, and they're all themed to be specific to that area, correct? Is that how it works?
Correct.
Cool.
The map here, I think, I utilize the maps fully discovered, so it's much easier to govern and see who needs what, get places. But
wow, there's so much on the map.
And if you ever explore the Discord and the claims hub, there's new maps.
Okay, I'll have to definitely do that. Yeah.
They're easier to read. It's you don't have to worry too much about it. But I try to name what the forest is. Is there a road? Is there a ruin?
Yeah.
What's the mountain's name? So it gives more character to it.
Yeah, I've seen some custom RPG map creation tools, like randomly being like advertised on sites and stuff. And I wondered how it would actually work for like a Valheim world.
I think I do Wonder Draft is the one I've been utilizing.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. No, I'll have to take a look at those. 100%.
It works very well. He's very good at it. We appreciate the maps so much. They're all color coded too, and so we get to pick like a banner color, or we do like a banner combination color.
Nice.
And so it's all color coded. You can easily see, okay, this is a location where a player is claimed. We do very much respect people's privacy here, and we respect what they want for their areas. So permission is necessary before you go explore those areas. Especially in some of my areas, because Wiseman and I have an agreement that he can leave me presents, or like Nomass or Yagluth, or a bunch of drakes. I told him make my swamp dangerous. He followed through and more, and so we have fun with that. So I try to tell anyone coming on, you are more than welcome to come hang out with me, come over, come see my builds. explore with me. We'll go get into some shenanigans, but you need to be aware there are areas that I have that you might not be prepared for. So please keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so most players here, like, they put their name in the wall, and like Potato said, they can either get an agreement that, hey, you're welcome to venture, but don't, like, mess with things, or if you see somebody wander in someone's claim area without permission, it's a little more like, hey, what's going on? There has been players in the past that caused some turmoil.
Yeah.
So we're always cautious.
There's always someone. It doesn't matter
There's
what
always.
community I've been on. There's always like a small group of individuals that don't adhere to rules or don't respect the rules or the others and just create problems. So nipping them pretty quickly is always a good thing.
And
but yeah, it's always going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, utilize that issues with players and wrote a lore event about it to why they're no longer on the server.
Yeah.
Too, so
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. we're just making this lore.
Yeah, instead of forgetting about it, now it's in the history.
You didn't do anything. We just rolled back, but it was funny. So we had fun with it. We even did like raids on their old structures just to kind of give like the morale of the server, because a lot of people were kind of discouraged about it.
Yeah.
And so we did some raids as like a community and had a lot of fun with that. And a lot of us hadn't even used the siege weapons, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so it gave us something that just made the rest of us bond closer together. So they definitely didn't get what they were wanting, and so that's what I love about Valheim is it seems like the community is able to just take those setbacks and be like, you know what, we're going to come out of this so much stronger that it's almost pointless for you to do this, but thanks for the laugh.
Yeah. So
need more food. There's here.
No, I've packed my pockets, which is great. I wish that they would add or change or give us the option to have a fine wood sign. So text is easier to read.
Yeah, the color makes it pop. The normal
it does,
text
but only certain colors. Otherwise, it just gets eaten, and it's like, oh, if it was just a slight couple of shades lighter, it would just make things so much easier. Or have one that's like longer, like wider or taller, so you can actually put more text rather than putting like 5 signs in. That's like the one like little annoyance that I have still is that they haven't like given us options to make signs better. maybe 1.0. Yep.
but this place was like I forget what player suggested it, but they wanted a portal hub for boss portals for players if they want to do it. So it's slowly work in progress. Some portals aren't connected to a spot yet, and
that
as
takes
a whole,
time.
The server hasn't taken on Fader yet.
That's a fun fight.
Do that I've heard the stories, and I'm a firm believer. Once Deep North is released, then we're like, all right, now we're going after Fader, because then we can utilize whatever he drops.
Yeah.
And go right into it.
Well, I
it's
hope
very fun.
I hope the world file that you've got updates properly with 1.0, because I know at one point like existing worlds weren't getting the full assets from updates because they were explored areas or whatever it might have been.
We have a rule about Deep North, because we've heard that too, so we try to limit no one access Deep North or explore it per se. Players I think have in the past, so we just say no more just in case we don't want something to blip and boom.
Yeah, correct. See, for me, like
we're optimistic.
I'm like when 1.0 comes out, depending on when it is, and we don't know, and that's frustrating because I can't plan, and I like to plan. But when it comes out, there will be an emergency. I'm no longer at work for however long. I will just like cut it and go. But I plan on doing everything again from the beginning. I want to do a normal vanilla playthrough. I want to do no map. I want to do hard mode, and I want to do it correctly because it's been, let's say, 4 years, I'd say, at least, since I've done a proper vanilla, no mod, start from the beginning playthrough without cheating or doing anything sort of stupid to speedrun stuff, right? So I'm excited to do that when 1.0 comes out. But I also know that I'm going to be spending a lot of time building as well. So I'm gonna,
It's the build
yeah,
pieces I'm eager for.
yeah, same. So yeah, I'm excited
Cool.
for Deep North and all the imagery and sneak peeks and stuff, especially the sky. Like I'm so excited about the contrast between the snow, the trees, and the sky that they're going to give us, because I think it's going to be amazing to challenge myself on building builds that reflect those surfaces. And that's what I usually try and do. I try and light things so they look different in the day and then in the
Yeah.
night. And I love playing with lighting when I'm building. It's just my most favorite thing.
Oh, I love that. I know way up above, I use the motor's tiers when they place item stands. There's a little light source up there.
Yeah, I was looking at them before. I was like, I'm so
Yeah.
glad all this stuff is now on item stands. And this is the what is it? That is the freeze lands.
Frostland.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So it helps, but yeah, it's amazing what you can do for lighting. I'm still trying to venture and explore it. So I'll probably have to watch some of your videos to get some inspiration of some sort as well.
Oh, well, have you guys are you going to explore the Val-Con world when it becomes available on Friday?
I plan to Sunday, as
Okay.
I think JP's having me. There's something scheduled for the spot
Yep.
on Sunday for me, so I think that day I might do some exploration.
Okay, yeah, because I do plan on streaming over that weekend as well, but I'm excited to see what people's reactions are to the miniature village. Of all the things that I've built in the area that I ran, which was the snowdrifts and frost area, I'm so excited to see what people say about this miniature village. I'm talking miniature, like your character is bigger than the builds. Yeah. So there was 3 of us that contributed to it. And I'm so excited to see what everyone says. I've tried to snip it like little bits just to get like some teasers out there and post occasionally, but without spoiling it. But yeah, it is wild. I've had so much fun doing it. Yeah.
Lovely.
I saw a little bit of that actually, and I also saw you mention it on the Facebook build group.
Yeah.
And I think I even suggested something. I don't know. I've been going nonstop, so I'm not sure if I did or not. And I was so excited when I heard about what you were doing, because I knew it was going to be amazing. I knew it was just going to be mind-blowing.
It's so cute, but like time has been the biggest issue for me, because I've still been working full time. I've been doing all the admin stuff, I've been doing all the social posts, and I also did the world building. So I have like been completely overwhelmed for like the last 2 to 3 weeks trying to get everything done, and I had to like drop certain things to get the world done because we had deadlines, and then we were scrambling. So my Easter long weekend was literally just eating and breathing the Val-Con server for that whole time. And there was like panic and rushing, and then last minute things, and then like testing and things breaking. Like it's been wild the last week trying to get that server ready.
I'm kind of happy. The server's it's quieter than the other ones I know, which is a nice pace, because I know like was it Helldivers? That was a chaotic one. Arena one looks chaotic. I'm like, this one's kind of peaceful. That's what it feels like. But yeah, no. You first, yeah.
It was to the point where I knew that I could step away and work on Seasonheim, and it would be just fine.
Yep.
And if someone needed something, it would be pretty easy for me to just hop on over and help out, and then they would be off on their way, you know? And because a lot of it is you just explore and you find what calls to you, and then you just make it your home.
Yep.
And whatever direction you go with your character and your builds from there is your own. And we do open up invitations of, hey, you know, if you want to come hang out, if you want to go do something, you know, if you need a break and you want to go explore the world, because there are things everywhere to look at and things to find, that's open too. But it's just been peaceful. As peaceful as some of the areas you've made, yes.
You know,
The word "some" got
like most,
snuck in there. There's obviously some chaotic areas too.
Like y'all's in a swamp, and
no, we'll
Oh,
get we'll
God.
get to those. We'll get to those. You know, but no, when players build, like we'll hop. This is my portal hub that leads to all the builds I have in the world.
Ah,
Some are under
nice.
construction,
Okay. Yep.
some are not. Each player has options, but Guildhall acts as the center. So if you want to access anybody else's locations,
Yep.
you go through those portals and it brings them here. Since I have at least, I think, a dozen, I was like, I need its own separate portal hub for all of them.
That makes sense.
Each different design, varies, size, what's the intention, what resources uses. So I try to limit my stuff to only use a certain type of stone and wood,
Yep.
and so forth.
I have
so
a
can
question
show you
already.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to break everything?
Like build and break over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah. Because
I don't want to.
there was a build I did when I was on Gaming with
We don't
Christie's
talk about
server.
that.
It was God, it was Halloween, like 2020, 2021, somewhere around there.
Yep.
And I did a mansion, a haunted mansion in the swamp, and it was with just your normal wood at that point. And I had to wear the what are they called? Like the Wolverine gloves you get from doing the frost caves. I wore that
Fenrir cape.
and literally
Yeah.
punched everything to get it to be worn,
Oh.
or used a pickaxe on the ground to make it to get worn, or whatever it was to just destroy everything, because not a single piece in that build is undamaged. Like the whole thing.
I haven't
So
gotten
like
that far into it.
I like
but
when
I
you
would like to.
bash furniture, like it all tilts over and gets twisted and stuff, like all of it. Like everything. Everything is broken.
Looks
And it
really
took
cool.
so long. It took so long to do it.
It's like a rage room without the destruction part. You just
Yeah,
smash things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like even the fences, like the whole thing is just trashed, and it was done deliberately because I wanted it to look like it was ruins. It was like just standing, like the health bar was just the smallest piece before it broke. So you like you would hit it until you knew it would break, and then you'd do it again to make sure it was right, and then you'd count how many times you're hitting something. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah. I do know, like the structure behind you is the Ashland ruins.
Yes.
Before most players, I just went through dev commands and just spawned in all vanilla structures to give the world more feel.
Yep.
So spawned in wooded villages with Draugr, spawned in these structures everywhere, so it connects to why they're not just only in the Ashlands, but everywhere.
Yep.
Which I always found kind of odd, because you'd be like, oh, these beautiful ruins, and it's only in the hellscape of the place where you don't want to chill and relax. So I was like, all right, added it. Why is it here? Had a prior name, and so forth. So a lot of the world has these dotted ashland structures everywhere. Just add feel to it.
One thing that I do hear people say when it comes to the structures in Ashlands is that they wish they could be repaired to then take over and use. And I wonder, like, whether we're going to see something similar like that with Deep North, whether there's certain structures we can't, like, repair. Because, like, when you find, say, like, those abandoned places in the swamp, or out in the Black Forest with the towers, or, like, those little hubs and stuff in plains, they're all pieces you can repair or break if you wanted to, and Ashland seems to be the first place that you can only break and not repair most things in, even with a shield generator. So I found that quite odd that you couldn't at least repair a piece you can't build in vanilla yourself without a mod allowing you to do it.
Yeah, 'cause it looks like they have different build pieces too.
Yeah, they're totally different. Totally different.
It'd be cool to build with those, but
you can, but it's a mod. It's called more vanilla build prefabs, and what it does, it pulls everything that is an asset from the game in the console and puts it into a hammer view menu. So you just pick it like you would pick any other build piece, and then you place it. But obviously it is a mod, but in respect to obviously the game itself and how it's intended to be, they are vanilla in-game placed assets by the development team. So like it's a bit of a catch-22 as to whether you're modding or whether you're vanilla building, because it's essentially both. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll check you. I'll show you. I'll give you a choice there. I have two primary like big builds. All the other ones to the right are smaller, from a fort to a beacon on the top of a hill to a rundown garrison. But these two over here are like the primary
Okay.
big
Well,
spots.
let's do
One
them
is
both.
a
Yeah,
we'll
do
do
them both.
the Black Forest build, which is that one is all the same theme.
Okay.
I find that very interesting about the asset pieces. The only one that I've dabbled with on Emma's World, because she wanted to have the purple braziers, that's it. And I know that there's so many more.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I am interested in that, but I wouldn't do it myself. I want to know more about it, because it just intrigues me, because I love Valheim. So thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about the mod. Well, I knew there were mods, but most of the time I've always used, say, like the spawn command or the hammer spawn command if you're using Infinity Hammer to pull things from console. And you can get like your console list, and it's a bit of like a tab session where you're just tabbing through all the names and then pulling it out, having a look, and then moving on to the next one. But this particular mod, it actually, applies another tab to your build hammer menu, and it just shows you everything. So all the boxes and stuff that you'd find in the points of interest or dungeons, like all the pieces that the team have used to build the locations and assets, they're all placeable with that particular mod, and they all stay there. So if you were to build with those things and then open the world up and say it's vanilla only, no mods, they will still see it. And that's what we've done with the Val-Con build server as well. There are those pieces on there that people have used, and they will all be seen without a problem with anyone coming in. Yeah, it's very interesting if you want to get very in-depth with your creative building and just using assets that you don't usually get to use. Ooh, I like this shelving in the middle.
So this was, we did a tavern kind of challenge. And we did it separately, but then I got inspired to do another one. This was a pain to try to organize.
Yeah, because you've got a table in here, and they don't stack easily unless you've got stuff between them.
How many times I had to destroy it. I think I got it close enough where I was satisfied.
Yep.
But this place is called Gronier Grove, and of course it's raining, so you can't see the distance. It's kind of like a Black Forest style, where the centerpiece where we're standing is more stone, but the village below all has the same type of black, like the ash wood.
I love the ashwood.
Design.
I think it's the most amazing stuff they've added. Like they kind of did it with the Hearth and Home update by adding the tar in, but it's just not the same. I just like that stark, sharp contrast, and I can do so much with it now. Like, it is insane the amount of old builds I go back and look at, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many things I could do to like make this 15 times better than what it is at the moment, just because of the darker wood. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so this build, honestly, I was watching the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and I was inspired by that show to build this. I was like, oh, all right, now I know what I'm building. So
I have so many inspo pics and like links to things and screenshots on my phone. Like, yeah, if I get the bug, I just scroll through and find something, and I'm like, this is what I want, and I just use it as like a guide to get me started. And then if I get stuck, I'm like, how do I do this? And then I'll find an image and go, okay, now I'm good, and I just go. Like, I don't need much to sort of get inspired to build.
Yeah, I built this crypt. Well, I built the structure around the crypt, so it acts kind of as an actual burial site, which was kind of I forgot where I saw it, but I saw another player do it, but then have like the two main ones up here.
Ah, this is cool. Haha, yes. Okay.
Yep, you see. I was hoping the weather would clear up.
Oh, it's Valheim. Look, when I was on Starheim the other night, the one entire area that I was at for like 30 minutes was just a storm in the Ashlands. So it was horrific to see. Amazing colours, but it just meant that like I couldn't see the things in the distance because it was literally
Yep.
only when the lightning happened I could potentially see something. But yeah, it was still wild though. And it's just Valheim. The weather is wild in Valheim, so I love
Oh yeah. I'm trying to see if I can scare the rain away. Go away.
it.
But
I
no,
will
it's
throw potatoes at you. Stop it. Or I will send Emma at you. That's scarier.
mm,
Yeah, no, these are cool.
yeah. So the idea designed about this was an old outpost stone on top of a hill, and it's been ruined. So I kind of, without bashing every stone to make it look ruined, I made the wall look crumbly to a degree.
Yep.
So it looks like it's been just fallen out of repair and just
Yep.
pieces, but
Oh,
then
I
the
see.
village.
That's new.
Oh, the
I
dummy?
almost ran-
Oh,
I almost
Twiggy.
ran right into it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not very friendly, is he?
Got the main tower, which I tried to make sure every stone was the perfect height and the perfect angle.
Hello
So
there.
no stone could have the same pattern, so they kind of crossed to make it look like a brick layer. I don't think I'll do that again. That was tiresome.
Ulrich, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, it's perfect. See, this is my problem as well. I swear I don't have OCD, but when I build, it's there. It really is there. Like everything else can be messy, but when I build, everything has to be perfect. And stone, like depending on which way you spin it, some bits are straight
Yeah.
and some bits are warped, other bits will stick
Yeah.
out. It won't join. It's the most frustrating thing to build with, which is why even though Grouston doesn't give me the same aesthetic feel as the stone, it's just guaranteed to give me straight flush surfaces that I'll then layer to make them look not
Yeah.
flat and like a marble bench top essentially. So
Oh, yeah. No. No, it's this is a nice little build, but it's just kind of I kind of picture it as like a wizard's tower, witch's tower per se.
yep.
Utilize a
Ooh,
new
I see you've added the
ceiling.
new things, the phalites.
Yeah.
I think they're so
those
cute.
ones.
I can't wait.
Did
I have
add
not
to the
done
character.
any building with them yet. I have been so distracted with everything else. I have not done a single thing using the phalites yet. So I'm excited to use those in my builds moving forward because I think they're
Yep.
very unique with all the wispy lights. And yeah, I love it.
If you look out
It
the
was-
window, the entire build is right below, which is kind of nice. So it's a little higher up on the hill, which is
Oh yeah, and it stopped raining and there's
yep.
actual sunlight. So yes, time to go outside.
We were so excited about the lights. At the moment that dropped, we went searching for the POI and the lights, but unfortunately, I think we had explored most to get that
Yeah.
POI, so
I had to spawn some POIs in for the stone
Yep.
stone circle, but I know where they are. I think I've already forgotten where 2 of them are, but they're in the world somewhere.
And vines. I am so happy they put vines in for us to
Yes.
place.
So much.
They
to
are a
it now.
pain to build. Like there was one build comp I did last year. I think it was when was it? October, November, something around there. It was with the Planeswalkers, and we were doing. It was a vineyard winery competition thing, and I spent, I reckon, most of my 24 hours in that build trying to get the vines to grow in the vineyard itself.
I
And the
actually made a
vineyard was
vineyard in it.
massive, but they're so fussy. They don't want to latch onto the same piece. They're too close to
Yep.
each other. I upskilled my planting quite significantly because it was literally you're facing the wrong way, smash and regrow, then wait however long it is. I think it's like 20 minutes for it to then grip and start growing. Like it was just, yeah.
Way back, my old build actually built a vineyard, so I know that pain. But it was nice. It was a nice little side project. I'm like, this is kind of cool.
your
But yeah,
vineyard build, Bree, I was just in awe when I saw that. I was just jaw open, just Oh my word. And
There was so many vines.
I'm glad you brought it up because I loved it. I just was just mind blown.
Hello
You
there.
planeswalkers, you're all on like a level that I just look at it all the time and I'm just in awe. And I haven't really reached out to any of you because I've been shy, and also I respect that, maybe some people don't want me to,
Oh, you
So,
should
but
reach out. Don't feel shy or
I
nervous about it. Everyone's great. Like I didn't look. I knew about them, but I didn't also feel like I was the right fit either. And then they reached out. I think it was like 2 or 3 months after Val-Con last year, and asked me to judge a couple of the
Mhm.
comps. And I'd only just after the con started sharing all of my content on a YouTube page because I'd been very sick prior to that and hardly touched any games or content or PCs at all for almost 12 months because I had surgery and it was just a really rough time. And it wasn't until Christy actually contacted me to help her get her build onto Valcon, and then I reconnected with everybody and got the bug again, that I actually then went back and got all my old stuff. Like I got all the
Oh.
worlds out, I repaired everything, like I got everything off, I learned how to blueprint, and then I started sharing. So it wasn't until I started doing that that I realized that there were communities that were still going. Like I hadn't done much with the game at all for, yeah, about 12 to 18 months, I reckon. And then, yeah, once I got in and I was so nervous, I didn't really know anyone, and then saw what everyone was doing in 24 hours, I was like, I got the bug to just speed build again. And then, yeah, I judged two of them, and then I was like, can I participate? Like, is it seen as like a weird thing if I want to go from judging to participating? They're like, no, 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 come on. And then, yeah, that's where it sort of just went from there. And you can do so much in 24 hours if you really put your mind to it. You can just
Mhm.
absolutely slap stuff out. Like I've never built so fast in my life, and I actually thrive it now. Like yeah, like it gives you a rush. Like, but you're also like so tired at the end of it because your brain is a muddled mess. But yeah, I have never built like that before. I usually just take my time. I'll have my
Mhm.
second screen running. There'll be like a show or something on YouTube playing, or I'll have music playing, and I'll just, relax and build and like destroy and build again. But nah, 24-hour comps, holy shit. Like you are
Mhm.
go, 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 go. You make a mistake, it's like the end of the world. Like yeah. It's wild. So don't feel shy about joining their Discord server and saying hi, because they're doing comps and events every month and they have their worlds to sort of play on as well. So if you definitely want to, even just watch a few of them or just say hi and get to know people, yeah, don't feel shy about it at all. Everyone's lovely.
Yeah, I feel like I do prefer the slower
Hello
building.
there.
Even building on Seasonheim to get ready was kind of too fast for me.
Yeah.
And but I mostly was just like very inspired, and I wanted to let you all know, hey, look, you're inspiring me. You've encouraged me to branch out in different ways that I never would have thought about. I want to let you know personally that you have done that, And
Awesome.
I just wanted to say hi. And I believe I am a part of the Discord. I don't know how I am, but I am, I believe. So, I just have been too quiet in the community until Emma started introducing me to people to even say hi, and she still has to kind of shoo, go say
Nudge
hi,
you a bit.
go say hi,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm awkward and shy, and but yeah, I am trying to be more open and tell people, hey, look, I appreciate what you're doing. It's amazing, and so that was why I brought that up.
That's awesome. I wish there were more people that um just everyone's so nervous. Even I'm still nervous. Like I don't stream by myself very often. That's nerve-wracking as well. Joining new communities, that's also nerve-wracking too. And that's just, I guess my personality after everything that's happened, like health-wise and, in real life. But I think this community and the people in it they're amazing. Like people almost become your best friends without even meeting them. So like I love it. I think it's one of the best ways to sort of relax and disconnect from the world of chaos that we all live in, and expressing all of that through building and just community. It's amazing. I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a nice. For me, it's common. It's almost like Zen.
Yeah.
When you get to build a group, it's very relaxing. You zone in. I'm more of a music. It's just like you lose track of time. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
I should get off of it. Yep.
Like, oh, I haven't eaten today. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah. It's totally a thing.
But no, this is it kind of loose around. But every build in here, I was trying to have it where the dark wood starts, then the light wood, then the dark wood was the
Yep.
pattern. So it was kind of like a process. And each one has a different side, a different look. But
It's very
I would
pretty.
usually, I try to build structures and then I take a hammer and destroy it. So it looks I don't like how it looked out, but I like it better when it looks destroyed. So I was
Yep.
like, oh, I'm gonna keep it like that.
Yeah, because it gives you a darker texture. Yeah. I totally agree there. Just don't accidentally repair it with a repair rule
No.
function, because that's a problem when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, it looks like it's fell apart and it's a hole in the wall, and it's like, oh look, now it's a little staircase where you can go
Yep.
inside.
Yeah. No,
It
I
still
love
needs
it.
decorating. Decorating is its own little project.
Yeah, I
Potatoes
spend
is
way
better at
too long
decorating than I
decorating. Yeah. I just love Valheim. I love building and I love decorating. Ooh, that was a little walkway. Cute. Let me go back in here.
Yep. Oh,
I was like, there's a door.
oh, explore.
Yeah.
Explore at free will. Yeah. Trying to make it feel realistic, where it's not too much of a labyrinth and so forth.
Frostnar is... Oh, what are your thoughts on the new armor sets that came out with the update with the bears?
I'm meh about them.
Yeah, same. I
I'm
was
meh.
wondering.
I like the jewel. I like the jewelry pieces because I'm wearing the bronze pendant, which increases stamina in a
Oh, yeah, I
regeneration.
think
Like,
I
those
think they're
like.
brilliant. Yeah.
But the outfits, meh.
Yeah.
I think I
kind
have
of...
it. I'm just like, cool.
Yeah, they look weird on item stands for starters, so that like
Yeah.
that's my first bug bit. And yeah, they look cool. Look, okay, cutesy wise, yes, I can have fluffy feet. Yes, I can have a fluffy hat on my head, but I can't just have the feet without the legs. And I really wish the shoe component of the armor sets were separate. And that way you could, wear like big boy combat boots with like tights or something, and just run around and smack things. Or take your shoes off when you go home. Just from an RP point of view. Yeah, I kind of wish there was a little bit more of that separated armor set stuff, but yep, I agree, Ulrich. I still reckon the wolf sets are one of my most favorites. That and probably the black metal set, just with all the chains and stuff that you get when you're in the plains. I really do enjoy that. I'm curious to see what they give us with 1.0. It seems like an area that I don't even know what kind of metal you'd get out of it. Surely you would have a different kind of metal, right?
I'm trying to think what they would introduce that's not already introduced with the metal. It may just use full metal, just a whole new design.
Yeah.
Similar how like Mistlands did black metal.
Yeah. Well, they added metal and black metal, so we'd obviously have to get something, right? Because it's a different area.
Yeah.
And you'd think you'd get some sort of like upgrade or like new build pieces or new armor sets or new weapons. Like there's gonna have to be something, right?
Yeah.
Did you go through a portal?
Yeah, I went through the portal. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering because all of
sorry.
a sudden you were just gone. I was staring at your table and I'm like, wait, got distracted again. I mean, that's.
Yeah. Well, check out Autumn Watch, and then we'll check out some other players' builds.
Yeah, go for it. Take me wherever you want.
Contrast.
I want to see as much as possible. I'm free. Flame metal and frost metal. Do you reckon that's going to be the name, frost metal?
My bet possibly, because colder
Oh.
temperatures. I saw they have a new forge
It's fine.
they're releasing. So I'm curious if that new like frost forge might tamper the metal differently.
So, do you reckon, just like we had to with the ashlands, where you throw is it the basalt salt? Also, they have to throw something on the rock to cool it down to then be able to mine it. Do you reckon they'll have to throw something hot to melt ice to get to potentially the new metal?
Possibly.
It wouldn't
I saw
surprise
shovels
me.
introduced.
Well, I thought shovels were for building because you had to clear the area before it allowed you to build. That's what I thought that shovel was for. But I might be wrong.
Yeah, it got me thinking. I was like, interesting.
Right? There's a lot of thinking about it, and it's very exciting. I
want them to give us a little bit more than what they've given us. Like, I feel like the little trailer story, short stuff, I think that it wasn't enough for me to just to get the full picture of what to expect. Yeah, I want more. Just give me an image of something, like explain it just a little bit more for me.
They're just doing they're teasing us.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just been 12 months of teasers, and I want a little bit more.
So this is Autumn Watch. I think I would consider it the capital of the hold I have. And it was the first time I explored the option to use inserter core trophies to spell out certain key runes. I'm like, oh, I actually like what it looks like from a distance. So it's a nice little grand hall, a little smaller than prior ones, but I kind of like how it's kind of got.
You've got all the layering and everything as well, with your grouston walls, and then your
the stone.
Yep. And then you've got all your like the ashwood weaving, and then your grouston over the top. Yeah, that looks cool with just the layering.
A lot of the feather cape has saved me multiple times from falling down.
Ooh, look at all the ceiling detail. It's funny because I sort of stopped using the combo wood pieces. Just like it would always annoy me because like you try and line the twist up, and it would go weird in some spots. So it just kind of irked me that there was just gaps in some areas.
Gap right here, I just see like, oh no, there's a gap right there.
Oh, I'm not pointing out the gaps at all. I'm just saying it was always frustrating for me to see, like, trying to make something and it would just not line up properly, like around a door frame or whatever it might have been.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it was a process, and I tried to design. I was like, all right, the rest should be somewhat stone, a little bit of grots and mix on top of the wood, but the ceiling was using those kind of curved beams. I wish they would.
Yeah.
I love them, but I kind of want them to flow easier, make bigger doorways instead of the tight, narrow ones.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Hello there.
Hang on, let me see if I can pronounce this. Shawsomfication? Oh, maybe. Oh, my coffee's only half drunk, so blame that, okay? Blame that. Blame how cooked I am from the last couple of weeks. But hello, welcome to chat. And Kangaroo Captain, hello. I think I've missed some posts. Let's have a quick look. Loving the builds. Yeah, this is an amazing world full of all different kind of builds and themes. It's wild. But I'll pop the chat into command into chat there.
Oh, sorry.
Where is that? Oh, I know where it is.
I also just realized it's not posting to YouTube. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. Maybe that's what I was attempting to do and then got distracted. Hang on. Wait. Add to YouTube. Chat message. Post. Save. Let me do that again. It should post it on both.
Yeah. All that work for a closet.
There we go.
I know, it's a good closet. I like it. It's cute.
I should have told you.
No, I want to see your closet. Let me in.
But yeah, this is, now how do we say the name of it? I'm going to try and pronounce it and you can correct me. Is it the Realm of Rhovanion?
Rhovanion.
Rhovanion. Okay, cool. All right. Yes, this
I
is one of the
can't
Hype
pronounce
Week
anything.
words. I'm usually like, I'll attempt and then usually I'll get it wrong. But this is one of the Hype Week worlds. So Val-Con is only a few days away, and as part of the the event this year, we tried to include way more communities and content than last year's event. So by doing that, we gave the opportunity for people to submit community worlds or project worlds and have anyone from the public join and explore and wander around and have a look. So I popped all the links in chat. So there's a Discord server for ElderWissman and his community, which has all the links and videos and maps and all sorts of things in there. There's also the YouTube link for the Hype Week trailer. And in the YouTube description for the VOD, there's all his shout outs for channels and pages and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so we're here exploring. Yeah, it's amazing so far. It's all vanilla, which I love. And it's challenging because it's vanilla and you can see everything and then get ideas from it. And then what are you guys going to do? Like, they're going to drop 1.0, they're going to add all these things to it, and you're going to go, oh shit, I can change this, this, and this. I need to change that. That's going to look wild if I do this. You're going to have to like
It's
go
a
back
can
and
of worms I
edit
don't want to
things.
open yet.
Oh, it's going to be opened. You know it.
I saw that there's going to be steeper roofs. That was a 26-degree angle roofs or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, I'm
like,
excited.
Oh, that's going to make me, like this particular build, I would love to have that curved, sharp, angular
Oh,
roof.
yeah.
I'm like, oh no. But I don't want to disturb the balance I have in it currently, just because there's a lot of iron beams and metal beams littered to keep it supported.
Yep. Yeah,
I
no,
have
there's a
told
heap.
myself on that that I should probably just build a different area in that style and keep my originals because I worked really hard on them. I think that I would get the urge to want to like upgrade them in certain things and change certain things. Sorry, and but I feel like I would also regret it because of all the time that I've spent on them and all the memories
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my builds as is and then just do something new. And
Yeah,
then
no,
that
that's
way
fair
it
enough.
helps me, instead of staying in the same area here, actually get to the other areas that I have planned for builds and lore planned out and just go from there. So it's more the world still being expanded and built instead of just staying where I'm at.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for the follow. And yes, I just did hit a goal, which is awesome. Thank you so much, Quiz Games. And to answer Kangaroo Captain's question, yes. So there are worlds that your wife can join just to play with others. One specifically that's for Val-Con itself. There's a world called Valheim. If she or yourself wants to have a look, I'll drop the Discord link for the Val-Con team in chat now. It's called Valheim. It is being ran by, I'll just double check the name before I say it wrong. It's being ran by Dev Rossick, which is one of the Val-Con team members. And it is available for anyone who wants to go through and play with others in a vanilla experience. If she or anyone else wants to just build, and I'm talking not have to worry about enemies and just go around and build whatever they want. Also in the Val-Con Discord server, they have a world which is called a free build world, which is where currently the Planeswalker team are using that for build competitions and things as well. And it's also going to be where some of the events for Val-Con will be hosted this weekend as well. So they're both available from that Discord server link. So share it with her, have a look yourself. If you've got any questions, you can just flick me a DM on Discord, which I can help you with. But yeah, that server's open. If she wants to just have a standard vanilla experience with her players. The server has been quite busy. There's 2 or 3 people playing on there at the moment that I can see that's in chat. So yeah, feel free to share that with her. There's no reason at all. And there's obviously other Hype Week worlds that if she wants to play on or explore, they're all available, and the links are in that Discord server too. Or you can jump into mine. There's a dedicated channel with everyone's links and info and Hype Week trailers and all that available too. So feel free to share that. Okay. And yes, thank you, Gwizzy, for helping me with my goal. And oh, I'm sorry, I just punched that. Ah! Sorry, I just clicked back in.
Right.
I should hit tab so I'm secure. Okay. It's accidental. Like, what did I do? There was a game. Wait, what was I playing? It was a couple of weeks ago, and I tabbed out. Oh, that's right. I think. Where was I? It was one of the games. It was either. It was one of the games I played. It was either Nera or RuneScape or something, and I'd done the exact same thing. I tabbed out and went to go back into the game to continue because I did something either in chat or with the bot or whatever. And when I clicked back, I accidentally punched, and when I punched, I aggroed whatever I was standing next to and died.
Oh, no.
And I can't think of the game that I was in when I did that, but yeah, it's a bad habit. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
do that. Or forget that my hammer is almost broke and I'm building around a Diverger, and all of a sudden I punch one. And yeah.
Aggro everybody. Am I going the right way? I think. Yes, I'm here.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is utilizing the spawned-in structure to build something without destroying it, but it started off as like a simple portal room, but then I changed it into a tavern, and I'm not quite satisfied with it, so this might be a result of a tear-down rebuild situation, minus the little garden thing I had here. I'm happy how that grew, so I'm like, oh, I might keep that.
Yeah, keep all the vines because they're a pain in the bum to regrow because you've got to make so much room for sky, unless you're doing obviously like your you plant everything where it lets you sort of lets you plant the seed. You still have to wait for it to grow, so that doesn't help you. Yeah, because when you use Infinity Hammer, you can then pick the vine attached, and you just place it, and then it grows from there. But that's a different story. But yeah, okay. Well, it's very pretty, even with it being in nighttime. The contrast in the colors. I love this red vine and the green vines. I like it all. I like the
ivy
plants.
the best.
Yeah.
I would like to say that we always welcome players. It's not a normal progression here. We will run bosses if the players want to. Wiseman usually, to help anybody new that may not have a lot of experience, he resets it to where we're not getting night spawns. But we are always welcoming people, even if you aren't going to build a lot. If you just want one little house and one little tiny claim, you are still welcome to come in here and adventure. There is a lot to go see. There is a lot that we have added to make the combat and adventure it's still the same. It's just he has spawned in like mobs for us to have fun with, and so there's still a lot of other things that we do as a community here on the server that is beyond just the building, and that brings us closer together and helps actually inspire a lot of some of our builds. So I've been busy with season time lately, but that's starting to come to a close there, and so I usually spend a ton of my time here, and I help out everyone that comes here. I kind of take them all under my wing. In fact, some of the players have called me the mentor, so, which I'm like, no, I'm not. Don't listen to me. I'm a potato. Have you seen this? We went to the Ashlands. I insta-died. You live, you've never been there. I mean, please don't listen to me, and but I help out with everything. If they don't want spoilers, I do my best, because this world is very not spoiler free,
No, it's but right off the bat. You could be given level clear right off the bat.
I do my best though to not spoil something personally if they don't want it, and I will answer all the questions and help out, and I love seeing everyone experience it, like the newer players or even someone who has experience with Valheim but have never been to a server like this. the awe and like the joy that they have. So yes, we would welcome your wife here. She is more than welcome, and I would personally be here to, you know,
Be
say
a
hi
mentor.
and whatever she needs.
Yeah, it's like you're the
Perfect.
mentor. I'm more the groundskeeper, caretaker, and it's a nice little balance because I play when I can, but Potatoes does do most of the building on here, and she has been a huge help, not only to spread the word of it or recruit friends she knows, but also to
Oh,
guide new players through and through. Even show them where to build or how to build certain techniques, and pretty much just be a helpful hand at any turn.
that is awesome. Yes, but feel free to have a look at all of the Hyperweek worlds. This one is absolutely wild with all of the
Yeah.
builds and structures. And I may even hit you up after everything has calmed down and actually come in and fluff about myself. I'm
Yeah,
always
because
liking things to do.
there's probably 30 plus builds from all the players, so just trying to squeeze it into like a few hour period would not do it justice. So I'm like, people that show up during this week or in the future, say, venture out, go see what other players have done, because each one is either unique, different, drastically different from something else, or is out of this world's different. We have one player that builds tree houses and swamps. We have another player building a Coliseum arena, which I think is still in the works right now, but it's massive. And then you have certain players that just have a small little hut on an island, and they're perfectly happy with what they have. And it's, yeah, they just enjoy the game for what they do and for what is convenient for them.
Yeah, awesome. Kangaroo, I've just dropped
Hello
all
there.
the details into chat for you. So that is the Discord link for ElderWissman. There's also the Hypeweek trailer that's on the YouTube. And if you were to look at the YouTube stream now or VOD later, same for Twitch, even though they don't stay for very long. There will be all the details and links in there after the fact as well. So yeah, feel free to click through. And yeah, DM people, like, yeah, just spread the love. Join as many locations and servers and communities as you want, because they're all different with experiences. And yeah, just see what your wife or even yourself might, find interesting. I'm always open
Hello
to
there.
having a look and running around places. Gatoth,
Yeah, you said you like the
hello.
swamps too, right?
Oh yeah, I like all of them.
We'll show you a swamp build.
Ooh.
She was brave to build in the swamp.
Where am I
just
going?
like the swamp with passion.
I think
Should
I'm
be called
lost.
Leech Water.
I'm in the main portal area where the claim room is, so where am I going from there?
Oh, I'll pop right through.
Okay, that'll help. I got lost.
Hey, it's easy.
I'm right in front of it, Bree.
Portal roulette could be. Yeah,
Ah,
portal
okay,
roulette's
here we
very
go.
dangerous.
Oh yeah, I was like totally tabbed out doing stuff in chat and didn't see where you ran away to. That's okay. I got you now.
He does that.
I do that.
Your least favorite biome is the swamp.
I hate the swamp with passion. I still have nightmares of dragging iron out of there, so I don't want to relive those.
It might take a little bit to load in. I built all of it, the regular build pieces, but I did use plant everything for this. You will see it.
Yep, that is totally fine by me. See, I like... Okay, there isn't really a biome that I dislike. There's obviously some that I will prioritize over others. Like, I really like the mountains, and I'm going to be really excited to see Deep North, and I think I'm going to move in, fully move everything there. And if I can get a combination of a Mistlands and a Deep North overlap, I will be in heaven, because I love Mistlands when it's not misty. Like, I like those pockets that you can sort of have that clear space. It's so green. It's so green that anything you build in that area just explodes from the area. Like, you can see it. It's just, it's so stark in contrast. I love building in Mistlands.
Mosquito. Get over here, mosquito.
Oh, well, I need to, see my health is only on 25, so maybe I should eat something. Otherwise, I'm going to get popped like a balloon.
Defenses, but I saw a beeline in it and got distracted by Leech, I think.
Oh,
I
yeah,
had him
okay.
put one thing, I did have him spawn a bunch of leeches for the lore in the water, so
Oh,
just don't go in the water.
you should see that haunted build that I did. I spawned in bats, I spawned in ghosts, I spawned in like an army of Draugr. There's leeches under the floor with that one when I placed it in my own world, because like when I copied it from the community server, all that stuff didn't come with. So I had to put all the enemies back into it. So I'd like trapped things in walls and under the floor. So if you fell through, you would die because the leeches would eat you. Yeah, it was wild. So I had to do all that again when I put it on my own world. Yeah, super fun.
But yeah, this was built by Potatoes, and it has a drastically different look to her other builds, but
Hmm.
It's
each
cool.
one, each building is a certain spot. My favorite was the infirmary. You don't really see too many builds with that namesake. So I was thrilled to see that one because every place usually has like a blacksmith of some sort or tavern, but this one had a very unique touch. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Just the fact
As much as
that,
I could do with what we have, you know.
yeah.
So.
But yeah, you're welcome to venture around, check out move at your own pace. I mean, it's
I
only way to
like the
do it real justice.
stairs. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, okay. Upstairs is cool. How many people have you treated for poison?
So many.
So
Those
many?
leeches
Yeah.
are brutal.
They are. They are. And they leave a nasty little bite on your feet too, because they always get you when you're running.
Especially the 2-star ones.
Hmm.
Ooh, okay, I'm slightly obsessed with this tall building on top of this tree with... Are we going to assume the poles look like vines or like roots wrapping around it? Is that's the feel I'm
Yes.
getting? Yes, okay.
Yes.
And it's like
That's
a
what I was
crown.
going
It
for.
almost looks like a crown when you look underneath it, up at the actual like
Oh,
overhang on the roof.
I'm missing
Oh,
Raven up there.
oh.
Whoops. But yeah, to
I
actually
didn't
get
see
into
anything.
the to actually get into the watchtowers, I have portals that go in and out,
Ooh.
and they're over here.
Yes, show me. It looks so cool.
It is a little cramped up there, but you know,
It's all tight.
it's
Eh,
cute. So
which one?
you are welcome. Just choose one. It
Woo,
will go to
okay.
one of the three.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, 100% it looks like a Statue of Liberty, just from like the crown part of it sticking out from the
Yeah.
roof.
You know, Potato, since you mentioned that missing crow, that's all I'm seeing now. Looking like, oh
That's
no.
all I'm seeing now. I'm also looking at it going, don't look too close at my placements.
Even with it being cramped, it actually looks cool. You've got the vines and like the twiggy sort of like, what do they call,
Hey,
like
nothing's
the...
perfect to me.
Oh, what is it? Like it's just like the roots from the back of the vines. They're all coming through, which looks cool. Yes, I like it. I love that appearance from when you're on the ground and you see it all wrapped around. Yeah, but the swamps are also really good if you want something to get damaged, because you can just let it rain. And then eventually it'll just get destroyed, and then you can finish destroying it. It does help sometimes. Hinders the most, but it does usually help. But yeah, those towers are super cool. Oh, there's a few. Ooh, okay. What's up here? Wait, I've seen something. Oh, it's another tower. Okay, yes.
That's the commander's tower. This is a keep. There's
Hello
some
there.
lore attached to it. Pretty much, Vanlandia is my main capital city, and we needed iron to rebuild, and we sent out a party, and they were not responding, so
Hello there.
I, concerned personally, got a party together and went looking for them, and we found them laying here, and we burned our dead, and I said the mining party needs to be protected, and I issued the keep be built first, and that is what we have here. I mean, Vanlandi's built, but you know, lore.
Yeah. Usually every player has their main city that they start with, and they branch out.
Yeah.
So Vanlandia was hers. Mine was Thorongel, which is destroyed, hence why the Autumn Watch is a new one.
Yep.
One player uses Tears Landing as another spot, or Njordr Hill. Another one is Hrothgar Crossing. he built that from scratch, and that's where his original start point is. So it's usually, no matter what, like everybody ties it to their original
Yeah, that's so
starting
cool that
location.
everything's got a story, and you've got characters that have stories too, and like,
Mhm.
yeah, I absolutely love the fact that you have so many swamp trees, and they're sort of like, because of the way the swamp is and it's foggy, it kind of makes them like a shadowed backdrop, so it really makes everything
Mhm.
you're standing in really sharp, and then the background's like blurry, but you can sort of see it. I don't know, I think it's an amazing position in the swamp, like, and yeah, hey Jack Equips, how you doing? And who else was there? Reef Daddy, hello. Yes, this is so far from what I've seen a very, very amazing, well put together build RP. I guess you call it kind of RP server, wouldn't it? Really? You sort
Yeah,
of
I would say
you're
so.
role playing to a degree, yeah, with story and lore and all that. But yeah, definitely just the green, like you've done well, and the fact that it's raining here as well makes everything look a bit different as well, because you've got that different texture to it, rather than when it's dry it kind of it's not as reflective, but now that you've got rain it makes it quite reflective. Yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna go upstairs. Where are we? Stairs here.
The other
Yes.
side.
What
I
am I
think
stuck
we
on?
have the other spot where players build in one
It might be a
section
little
is.
not so
So I think
great.
Bywater, I think, would be the next one. It's the marketplace for the server, where everyone has their own subsection where they can build a little market stall,
Yep.
and kind of role play what do they offer. Each one tries to tie it to where their original hold is. Like, hey, I create this because we have access to that, or so forth.
Yeah.
So that one, I think, has 8 different building designs in one little section.
Yep.
So they kind of stand out from each other. It's like boom, boom, boom. Each is varies in how it really does tell a story of how each player builds.
Mhm.
Like, one person will use glass on everything. Another player uses very structural 90-degree builds, while another one, like potatoes, will decorate to the T. And
Yep.
then another player built a giant, almost like a skyscraper restaurant hotel.
Ah,
Mhm.
cool. Okay.
In Bywater, you had those blueprinted builds placed down there, so I just kind of claimed one and then I just decorated, like changed the inside of it.
Hey, that's
Um,
Yep.
fine.
and then I actually, on Surderhold, I have my fiance is a part of it, and my best friend. She technically is the Jarl of Nimril Hall, but she is a part of the Surderhold Alliance.
Yep.
So our claimed areas is actually an alliance. So we have discussed certain builds, and since I'm the one that just lives for building, they tend to give me an idea and then beg me to build it for them. So it was their ideas, but I made it and then kind of added my
Yeah.
own little spin to it also. So um, it, it's really funny too because they have a great sense of humor, so their builds really reflect on that. Um, yeah, Bywater was very fun to put together. I would feel for all of us.
Yeah. But then I was to say, if you want, Bree, you do a spin the wheel, pick a portal, and see what it brings you to after we check out Bywater.
Yeah, 100%. We can definitely do that. I've got plenty of time. Like, I'm trying to sort of give each location like around that 4 hour mark if I can. So feel
Yep.
free to just take me wherever you want people to see. Essentially, I
Yeah.
want to
I
show
do
off
know.
the worlds that I'm visiting. So yeah, 100%. Show things off, because the whole point of doing it is to sort of showcase the community and those
Yep.
that are doing it, and the effort and time, and just have the exposure to things that people don't usually get to see. And then if people want to come in and participate and join the community, then that's even better.
Yep. Yeah, I think I have just about, unfortunately, I have about 30 minutes left before I have to
Okay.
depart.
Yeah,
But
you're
I
fine.
know
You're fine.
you're welcome to stay. I know potatoes will probably gladly continue. But I was
Yeah.
like, how do I do it in that short period of time? And the server is open for anybody else to venture on their own pace as well. But
Yeah,
as you can
perfect.
tell, Bywater is, you have like the main center square, It used to be the site of one of those events we had as a hold, where a player that was exiled, their main base was here.
Okay.
So in the process, we demoed the area, but then rebuilt a community center here, and it became what it is now, is the Bywater Market. And then each player would have a certain plot where, hey, you can build something here or there, and just let them go. And I think it came back several weeks later, and people kind of popped up, and you can see the drastic different architectural looks that each one offers.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But it's like, here's mine. I do the vineyards. So like trying to, like I said, decorate them with the vines, making it grow exactly right was a pain.
Which way did you go? Vineyards. Show me the vineyards.
Yeah. Right here. Actually, I think I have a portal to the vineyard. Yeah, I do. Look,
Yes.
oh, small detour. Small detour.
It's fine.
Let it all load in.
Yeah. Shouldn't take long for it to pop in.
There it is.
Can see some of it over there's loaded, but just here. Oh, here we go. There we are.
Yep. So it's like a little sprawling area with the main area here, which building like a giant vat.
Oh, the squishy thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that was fun to build. But it was like, it only makes the what mead, the Yetter mead, the magic mead is the only thing that is produced here. But it's a small little place. This is Mark community, has access to everything. I used to have 2 wolves guarding it, but they've were killed by mobs, so I have a habit anytime someone any of the wolves go, I have to bury them.
The burial sites, that's cute.
Yep. But yeah, it's something small, but I'm actually, probably tomorrow I'll check out if you have a video of the vineyard you made in that 24-hour span.
I don't actually know if I made a video for that one, but I can link you the VOD for it. That'll probably be easier.
Perfect. Yeah. This was more a couple weeks, so I had time to think, plan it out, repeat.
Yeah. With the with that vineyard, because like I don't go to a lot of places like in real life like that, so I only really kind of got some images online. I was like, what's a vineyard? How does it look? What do you expect? What's there? Like, and I just did the first thing that I recall like seeing on every image was just rolling hills of the vineyard itself, and that's what I just focused on, with like a tiny little building on the hill overlooking everything. And that's how I sort of envisioned it. But there's some that have like ginormous buildings, and they have like guest rings, and they do weddings, and I was like, oh, that's too much for 24 hours. So yeah,
it's almost like you need the classic Tuscany kind of style.
Yeah.
Small estate, and then the rolling bin.
Ooh.
But no, it's a nice little community area. It's all acts like a key port, so if anybody like needs supplies, there's ample. I think there's thousands of pieces of stone, wood tucked somewhere, boats available. And it's near the main capital, so it's a walking distance from the portal hub we just had, so it's a very centralized location.
Yep. I want to go down there on the bridge. Ooh, the bridge is cool. It would have taken a minute to step it so you could walk it without getting stuck or tripping over.
Yep.
Yep.
Works well with a cart. Makes it a little bumpy.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah, the towers and the windows. I like the white banners. Out of all the banners, I think the white one's the one I tend to use the most. Or the yellow.
Yep.
White or yellow, depending on what I'm doing.
See, I've done the combo white, green, and yellow. Kind of layered together. It makes it a little more... I wish they could do custom colors, because that would make things a little easier.
Yeah, I don't like the striped ones. I just like the ones that are the solid color with the pattern on it, because you get the most contrast out of it. I think, unless, okay, I lie. Instead of using the red and white striped one, because that's
I was
like
about to say, that's
what
the
I'd
best one
put.
if you had to pick one.
I
Yeah.
put those with all the candy stands because that's how I remember like candy stands, you know, back in the 80s and 90s where you'd always have the one color strip that you see everywhere. Yeah. So
Yep.
the red and white striped one gets used for that.
I think I'm gonna call it the candy one now.
It was funny
I
because
noticed.
I was making a cupcake building and I didn't quite get it finished for Koo to pop in the fairground area, but yeah, it had red and white um, banners on it, and yeah, it was just I ran out of time. So yeah, anyway.
Then you have the
I
players that
noticed
have.
a question in your chat
Ooh,
about here. The resource rate is ×2, but we all work together on making sure that everybody has what they need. I have made some of the Grey Dwarf spawner farms so that you can. It's a way to utilize the Grey Dwarf farms to where you actually uh, get rid of the mobs, to so to speak, and you can get their resources that way. And I have where I can AFK in an area and gather, like, have resources gather up for the other players that I do put in a chest and tell them that they're free to grab. Um, we the Ashlands items, we have decided that the more people we have on here, obviously those aren't going to stretch. Wiseman has made sure that we have additional things that he spawns in just for that reason, so that everybody can have what we need. The copper, the tin. Are you spawning more rocks in? Because
I am not.
I never run
Yeah,
out.
I think
So
the rocks, the copper and tin, I think are pretty much solid.
hmm
I find copper rocks everywhere, but I'll do like a mass replanting of ashwood trees because those are like a finite resource. I
oh,
spawn in
couldn't
those.
hear my response because of the ad.
yeah,
Oh no.
sorry, it just popped up. Um,
It's,
I wish, like some of the other like games that have come out recently, that the world would auto regenerate after a period of time. I kind of wish they really would add that to Valheim, so that way if there was something that was within radius of, say, like a player base or a player placed item without the need for modding a server to do it itself, that it would just automatically do it to make the worlds have more
Yep.
longevity without needing to have multiple worlds running or resource server worlds. I really wish that of all the things that they could change, that would be the one that they would prioritize resolving, just to give people a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, the beauty is if I do like an update where hey, update in the world, I'll pause the server, put it in a creative mode, and just use dev commands to spawn things in during that
Yep.
time period. Sometimes I'll go in if there's a area that's scattered with a bunch of random stuff. I'll try to clean it up the best I can.
Yep.
But it's usually at a player request. Like I know Potatoes mentioned the Ashwood. She asked, "Hey, we did a run down there, running few on trees. Can you replant them?" And I think I had to plant at least 200 trees down there. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
in a
wild,
general
isn't it?
area.
Yeah.
So I just hopped on, did the plant all, hit the shifts. He allows you to plant 20 trees at a time. It just went everywhere. It's like plant, 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 plant.
Yep.
And so hopefully they caught and grew.
Yep. And I'm assuming that's going to be the same for, say, like the copper and all the nodes that you
Yeah.
sort of mine out and.
Yeah,
Yep.
if a player says, hey, we're running low, I'll go to a spot and say, yeah, I'll respawn some in the same similar spot the best I can. But still not give them like, here, take the copper bars instead. No, I'll still just do the general resource that they still have to try to
The
dig.
grump and groom. I think that's funny.
that's my fiance. He requested that. He's like, his character's like the grumpy character, like grumpy old man character on the server.
Yeah, no
And
refunds. Jeez.
I know. I was a
so
little
he told me
disappointed with that one.
he told me make it grumpy. That's all he said. Make it
Oh,
grumpy.
that's funny.
And we picked out the name together. We were looking up options and brainstorming, and then I just kind of went in there and I was like, "Well, what about this?" And he's like, "That's perfect." So it's kind of funny because I was trying to get him to do it, but he only will build if we do a run. and it's usually the blacksmith area, and he's mostly my gatherer. So
Yep. To summarize, Kangaroo Captain, so yes, when resources are depleted, Wisman will go in and replace or plant or spawn in resources back into the world. And it's usually sort of done either like when someone says there's no more, they can't find any, or if there's been like a big hunting party and they've gone out and just cleared an area to get resources. So like replanting the trees down in the ashlands as an example, or placing the mining nodes back in. And I sort of made the comment that I kind of wish that the dev team would actually make that as a default kind of thing within the development of the game itself, to allow like an option to have things respawn away from player built areas, just to give the worlds more longevity from a resource point of view, rather than having multiple worlds or needing someone to respawn. But I like the fact that it's being done. Are you comfy down there? Do you need a pillow?
I am.
Yeah.
I wish. That's what they need.
We also
Pillows. Yes, we need more decorative things.
asked, we have also had players ask if they could world hawk, and there was some that kind of went a little overboard with it. They were unfortunately some of the ones that caused problems and were kicked.
That's fair enough.
For the most part, we try to be really respectful about that, because we want to kind of keep with the vibe here, you know. But there are a few things that he has no problems with. The only thing is don't make it harder for another player, and don't break the world. So and that's just kind of at the, are you going to feel as satisfied with your build if you're doing that, or it's just kind of up to, you know, the player on that. I've done it. I've had some extensive builds where I was like, you know what, I'm going to use this particular material. I don't have the time to sit there and wait for, you know, 800 trophies to drop.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We will communicate that with Wiseman to make sure, like, hey, are you okay with this? And it's usually been, oh yeah, I'm fine with that. We are big on making sure that everybody is comfortable with what we're doing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
How much time have you got left?
Oh, sorry. I was just chatting with the wife and the dog real quick. I do know if we do like a boss run, building on like the server settings, I tend to reset the keys.
Yeah, perfect.
For when the boss, because not only do we have raid shut off, once a game recognizes you beat a boss, they do night mobs where.
Yes, they do.
So we've had issues with like we defeat the queen,
getting killed by seekers in the night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So ideally,
had that experience myself.
Yeah, I reset the boss keys to a certain level. Usually, I cap it at the elder at least, because we can handle Grey Dwarves like I do as most.
Yeah, it's fantastic having a wooden club and getting killed by a seeker in the night, because you're literally just running around in deer gear.
So it is. We have that. If anybody says, "Hey, I defeated the queen," I'm like, "Perfect. I'll go reset the keys so the mobs don't appear and jump scare anybody while they're, walking about."
Yep, it's a good way to get welcome to a server. Just death loop when you first come in.
Yep, I ran as fast as I could. Was it Crystal?
I think it was Crystal. Yes.
And I saved her, but and then there was somebody that ran into. We hadn't quite went and got rid of some of the fun, and she was warned, but she was like, I'm gonna go poke it, and
sounds like me.
I had to go. I had to go help with body retrieval, but it was she laughed really hard at it. She's used to the game. She's done many runs, but she still wanted to go try,
Yeah.
And but yeah, for those that are newer to the game or maybe not as confident in combat, you can message, hey, look, I want to explore this area. I don't know if I'm comfortable doing it on my own. A lot of us can be busy at times, but we will try. I will try to get in and be like, yeah, let's go. No guarantees. I'm going to keep you completely safe. I will try my best. I think I do pretty good. And if something goes wrong, I will always make sure that you are getting back to your house with everything that you wanted. So,
Yep.
um, but yeah,
I mean, worst absolute case, I can always put the dev command code in. I put God mode and recover things that way if it
mhm.
becomes so much of a pain. Because the goal here is not to make a game stressful. There's games like Elder Ring that are designed to make you stressed
Oh
and
yes.
scream it.
Oh
So
yes. I've.
that game's for that. This game's for relaxed in nature.
This is why I don't
So,
play a lot of Dark Souls games, because I did
yep.
attempt Elden Ring when it first came out, and I honestly raged so much because I was constantly getting killed by trolls that would roll that I almost
Yep.
broke my hand. So I don't play those games as much anymore because I don't have tolerance for getting my ass wiped
Yep.
constantly. So yeah.
My alternative game to this is only Helldivers, polar opposite from this, where it's energetic, crazy, unpredictable. This one is
Oh,
calm
that's the whole
and
point of it. You go in expecting that, not to. Yeah, you have
yeah,
a laugh because you're with other people. Yeah,
yep.
yep.
But yeah, no. I'll let you pick the next portal. You can do like a ring around the rosy or roulette style, and just jump right in and see
um,
where it brings us.
I am just gonna say mine is the purple banner is
Yeah.
Vanlandi. You are welcome there, but it is 30k instances, so
I don't
that's up to
mind.
you.
I don't mind. We can go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is up to you. We
Yep.
can pop in there. If you feel like it's too laggy for the stream, you're welcome
Nah,
to just pop right
I
back out.
I think
Yep.
it'll be fine. It's not an issue at all. So yeah, take me through, show me around,
Yep.
let me see everything. Did you guys find all the Rockies, or did you just place them when you put them in?
I think
Because I've
every
never
now
Think
and then
ever found one ever in all my
I
playthrough.
found one. But every now and then I usually do a surprise like, hey, all the servers cost-free builds.
Okay.
Usually it's aligned with a challenge. I'll be like, hey, building challenge. If people are interested, you build your tavern. That's your target. Or
Yeah.
you
Yep.
build, I forget what I did now. It's you build a hall based on a Norse god because each Norse god actually a written historical lore to a certain hall they have in their realm. So I listed that up in the Discord, and you claim which one you want to name and where you want to build it. So the idea it has to be a big mead hall of some sort. And then if that occurs, I'll usually update the server like for a time, about a week or two, no cost builds, and you can build at your leisure.
the
Oh,
only
that's
thing
cool.
modded here is there was lore linked to this oak tree that's right over here, and someone that was on the server was kind enough to make it slightly bigger.
Yep.
I
That's fine.
don't
Yeah.
even know. I don't even know which mod it was. I don't.
Honestly, it
I
fits. It fits.
Yes. So we thought, because I had a regular sized one there, and he came strolling through and he said, "Hey, look, um, love what you're doing here, but do you want it slightly bigger? I think it would be kind of impactful when you come into your harbor." And I was on the fence about it because I was very stubborn at first and was like, I'm not gonna mod until the game is complete,
Yeah. Yep.
and and so I figured, well, it's not my build pieces, so go for it, And now I do on some of my other builds like leech water, I do use to plant everything, and that's because of being on season time with Emma. I got used to modding.
Yep.
But all the building structures that I have here, I have done completely vanilla. So
Yep.
Perfect. Kangaroo Captain. So when you join the Discord server for Wisman and his community, there is a category in there called Val-Con 2026 with some channels, and one of them is server information. So that's how you access that. So you'll need to join the Discord. So I'll pop the link in chat again just in case. And then, yeah, once you've got it, yeah, perfect, you found it. Awesome. Well, Yeah, so with this tree, the only way that I'm aware of doing it so it stays within vanilla is using the supporting mods to go with Infinity Hammer, as it lets you scale the nature pieces and certain other pieces that are default game code pieces to be bigger than what they are. You can't do build pieces without a supporting mod, and that mod then has to stay on the world and be in everyone's world mod login pack to see it. Otherwise, it just rescales back to whatever the original size is. So if you're shrinking things down, it'll burst back out at 100%, which is always funny to see. But yeah, so there are certain things like rocks, trees, like visual effects. Yeah, there's definitely certain pieces that you can scale or change the size or shape or appearance. Like you can flatten or stretch them, as an example. And you'll see a lot of that stuff on the Val-Con build server, because people have done it to sort of show what's possible with a vanilla compatible world. Oh, look at all the puppies! Hello, puppies! Do they have names?
There used to be 20 more,
Most of
40
them
more
are
of them.
named by the other
I thought that
players
said
come
nerd
through.
for a second. Or it does say nerd. Okay, back.
Yeah, that was
Who are
my
you?
fiance. He tried to name everything like after like nerd, you know, and changing it slightly, and I couldn't get rid of them. So I was like, okay. And then over the time, I've just had all the other players that come in. They just name a wolf, and so we've actually had to transport some of them away from here because I'll be in here and all of a sudden I have like 10 more and I'm like, where'd you come from? So
Someone snuck
they're
them through.
killing
That's what
deer
happened.
that come through, you know, and I just happen to be close enough that, you know. Uh, so the lore of my character, I took the original lore that Wiseman had for the runes that were placed here. They no longer exist. I have rebuilt
I
this
mean, that
area.
wooden village is still there. I was amazed.
Yes, that's still there. There's the original little tiny wooden village here. Um, but they were worshippers of the Forsaken, and so there is an extensive lore that I am building and expanding on for my character and the whole like to link to all my builds. And so I did. There is an Eikthyr spawn here, and I actually made it a garden instead. Um, and
I'm
then
just
built.
in awe at how grand this balcony is off this
Oh,
off this building. Like I don't think I've seen anything like this yet on anyone's builds. Like I've seen some crazy things, whether it's in world or on videos or in screenshots, but I don't think I've seen a balcony entrance like this before. It kind of reminds me of the stuff you kind of see people doing in like The Sims and like big, yeah,
Grand Mansion Estate.
yeah, grand mansion sort of stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That looks. It's so dramatic. It's really really cool and very well done,
Thank
especially
you.
with the arch peak that comes out with the what is it, the brazier hanging from the ceiling. And yes, Kangaroo Captain, this is vanilla, so you don't need any mods to join
Yep.
or play
It's
through it all.
it's. I guess it's. I have to note that it's also Xbox compatible or console
Yep,
compatible.
crossplay. Yep.
Technically, crossplay. Thank you.
Yep.
Couldn't think of the terminology, but I think that's also it's one of the few ones on this week that are.
Yeah, I
that
think
has
it's
that.
there's only two, and yours is one of them. I'm pretty sure that has crossplay
Yep.
enabled. Yeah.
I will say this, and anyone that is listening that knows will pick it up instantly. I watch a lot of Versaw's videos. He greatly inspires me. And
Yes.
I try my best to, you know, make it my own. But I just really gravitate towards his build style, and I just this actually really was what inspired this particular build. I had never built with Groston before, and I really wanted a Groston build for this area. I wanted to challenge myself, so I'm sure you probably instantly picked up, and some of the detailing is what I kind of found in his builds that I was like, yes, I want to put those in my builds.
Yep. He is a master of the craft of building with every possible item.
Layering and contrast, I always found was his and Smitty's sort of real talent, was like making things have depth that didn't have depth before, and putting detail in just, you know, how the pillars and posts can be sort of made to be like 5 times big than, you know, what they are. And yeah, I love all that sort of stuff. And yes, I watch all their videos as well, and get inspired with like windows, and then I attempt to do it and be like, didn't quite work out, but it works okay, so I'm gonna leave it. But yes, it's very. Oh, I see you've used stools there for patterns. Yes, see, stools.
For saw.
Very clever.
I've used it for windows too because I saw him do that, and I was like, ooh. I don't know. I know that the building community does share a lot of that. It's not gatekeeped. You find something, you're like, hey, look, you know, and I don't know, you know, who is actually the original on it because I haven't really opened up and talked to anyone really until recently, but I do try to say this is where I saw it. This is where I got it from because I want to give credit to other people's hard work. And also bring awareness that there are other amazing builders. Please go look at their builds. You know, they've worked really hard on it. I think you'll really enjoy them, and so that's what I try to do. Yeah, some of them
I've just seen your book titles. Motor Motor Buff, the art of motor boating.
Yes, we had. I encouraged everyone to come in and, you know, put some book titles in, and some of them are, just be aware that some of them might be a little.
Oh yeah, I just found the racy ones. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Call me Fader. Oh wow, that's funny.
That was a good night. I forgot. You just kind of gave us free range and.
Yep, I said, please come, everybody
Milk
come
sliders,
in.
but with beef? Lol, okay.
Yeah, we had fun. We were laughing so hard at some of them. We were also kind of tired, so some of them had typos, but we're leaving those because it made us laugh so hard and actually made more book titles. So, yeah, we all had a lot of fun, and we were all just crammed in there, so that was also funny because we were bumping into each other, you know, trying to write our books. But yeah, I try to encourage little things like this to bring everyone together every now and again. Sometimes we all get kind of in the building zone, and then we realize we haven't talked in you know, a while. And
you don't get tired of the hammer hitting the wood like ding, 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 over and over again.
No.
Yes, this is very well done.
Yeah. I would say, no, I have to get off for the night. I would say Potatoes, Rexy's place with the library you helped design there would be a great example.
Does he have he has his portal up, right?
He has his portal. You have to go through his Hrothgar Crossing, and then his portal will be up to Fort Hothbrod.
Oh yeah, I remember. I've been there. I helped with the library. That's right. They asked me.
Yeah, so that's. If you like the library of that size, Potatoes helped a player out build and design a completely different library that I think is 10 times bigger.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, it is. It's bigger.
Yeah.
I told him I would help him out because he's an amazing builder and decorator himself, but he wanted me personally to go do something in one of his builds, and I said, okay, yeah, I can do that. What do you want? And he said, can you decorate my library? And I was like, all right. And
library hat on, let's go.
Yep.
He designed his build to be like a massive fortification fortress, so it's designed as...
Oh, did you want to see the blacksmith real quick?
Yeah, show me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, knowing that library, the original one was here, but then you designed a completely different one.
I like how you've used the little ashwood arch that you get and made it look like it's... Yeah, I like the layering on the detail here. Over the double doors.
I did kind of laugh when I stepped back and I said, oh, it almost kind of looks like a church. So then everybody was kind of laughing and we're like, oh, it's just a church blacksmith. But
the holy blacksmith.
I just kind of started building. I didn't really have a plan. I just kind of made it. I started with the the forge there.
Yeah.
And Wiseman actually showed up and he goes, "Oh, I see what you're doing. Have fun. Let me see what it's done." And I said, "Okay." So.
Yeah, that's cool.
No.
What's up here? Ooh, keeps going up and up and up. Up and up and up. I climb to the top. Oh, there's a bed up here. Oh, yes, so we got to rest after hammering away all day.
Mm-hmm.
Very
there is
cool.
like a balcony out back that has a hot tub too for him if the blacksmith gets tired. So.
Yeah, no, very well done. I definitely like the front of it. It's again, it's all the layering and the detail and the textures. Like, I've never actually thought of outlining like the little, what do they call it when you have the this like every second block on your castle walls. I can't think what they call that, like topper. But the fact that you've outlined it with the grouse, and I've never actually outlined it that way before, and it actually looks really, really good. I quite like that, and I'll probably pinch that idea for myself later. Yes. Yes, very,
and then
very
just,
cool.
the smelters in there. So.
Yeah.
And I have the kilns up top to where the coal drops down.
Yeah,
so.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a neat trick too, putting all the resource chutes so you don't have to keep running up and down the stairs. Yeah. Awesome. Even this little hard
Did you
right
see
here.
the door to the garden? I'm being yelled at to show that. So.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Then I'm also being yelled at that I need to show you my Black Forest Witch Tower.
Okay, you can show me as much as you want.
My friends are like, "Show her this, show her that."
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I
There's
used
plenty out there to look at.
She had a tutorial where she shows how to plant the seed flowers, and then bring the grass back, and I went, "Oh yes."
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I actually wish when you plant flax, that when the flax was finished, it would stay in that flowered form. But that blue flower that you see, it just, because it's not finished in its growth stage, when you put grass back over it, it just wilts and dies instead. So I'm really sad that blue flower isn't like obtainable in like decoration and gardens. But I also wish that anything to do with meadows, we had natural like flowers within the grass terrain within the meadows.
Minus the dandelions.
Yeah, 100%. Like the yellows and the white flowers you sort of see just in the fields that sort of race over, and yeah, I really wish that would be an overhaul without needing like a seasonal mod or something to sort of force it. But yeah, I definitely think that, especially like that springtime flower sort of, thing you see in the meadows and the fields in the distance with the hills. Like, I think that really is a missed opportunity with their meadows biome. And I kind of wish we'd see that. But yeah, I love planting flowers and putting stuff. I just accidentally, usually you accidentally pick it. Yeah. But yeah, even the mushrooms are cool.
Been a skill saver for decoration.
Right? Serving tray to place down all the feaster from the bog witch, to place down all like the toadstools and the mushrooms, and then things on here. I didn't even know you could put things on the altar, and I was so excited about that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And so everybody's been respectful. There is a warning that if someone comes in, spawns Eikthyr here, it's probably going to get rolled back. So if you have builds before the last rollback save that is lost, you might have not wanted to come do that here. So
there's another altar elsewhere.
Yes.
And it's, if you do any player that takes it, there's always multiple altars. A couple I spawned in elsewhere, they're not marked on the map as well, that give a little buffer from areas. Like Guild Hall has an altar right next to it, so it's like the ideal spot to start.
Yeah, I think putting wards down potentially prevents altars from being interacted with, but it may prevent doors and stuff in the area as well. So you could definitely test that potentially on another, like I wouldn't do it here, but if you've got other Eikthyr or boss locations you wanted to test. Because I remember when like community servers first became a thing when the game released, the first server I joined was Gaming with Christy, and hers was extreme vanilla, as in you cannot do bosses without the community. Everything must be, you know, progression as a group. And because people don't always listen or respect those rules, there were things that happened before it was supposed to, and we ended up having to put like steel cages and wards around those boss summoning locations to try and prevent players from continuing to do the wrong thing. So I know it's definitely possible, but obviously it's, you know, wards aren't exactly a small area radius, so it may impact other things in the area unless you want to leave doors open, as an example. But it may be something to test. Just wouldn't do it around your builds, that's all. Just find somewhere else to test it if there's a space for it. Or even on a different, you know, on a local world, you just go in and slap stuff down and see if it lets you interact with it. But I'm pretty sure it prevents you because, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just test it. It might be a way around it.
All right, that's good to know. We can try that out, see how that works.
Otherwise, the other way would be, and you would need someone with Infinity Hammer to come in and do it, would be to actually build blocks. Usually, this is what we did on the Val-Con server anyway, we actually put blocks or wall pieces or pillars over objects that we didn't want people to interact with, and then using custom scripting we made those pieces invisible, and they stay invisible, but it means that the actual like interactive piece is blocked. So an example on that server is when you add things to a cart table, we've blocked that particular feature from the tables from being clickable, but you can read the map, and that was to prevent stuff from being added where we don't want things to be added. So Wisman, if you want to see how that's done, I'm more than happy to show you. And if you've got things you want to really lock down and prevent accidents from happening, that is the perfect way of doing it, because they are build pieces. So like you've got your sacrifice thing downstairs in the garden, you could put like your marble blocks over it, so it just clips above and around the actual the stone that interacts with the putting your trophies on it, and then that way it physically won't be clickable because there's an object over the top of it, but it's invisible. So you won't see it, but you just can't like cursor it essentially. So yeah, there are ways if you wanted to try and prevent that sort of stuff from happening.
Is that wolf doing parkour, Potatoes?
They do that. They do that, and they go swimming a lot.
It's great balance.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Hi. See ya.
It wants to do parkour because everybody was doing parkour on season time today, so it feels left out.
No, I know. I do have to call it a night, Bree. I do.
Oh, good.
Greatly appreciate you coming to check out the server we have up. It's open for a while, so you don't feel that you got enough of the details. There's
I've got
locations.
time. Yes, I want to explore as much as I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know Potatoes is probably going to show you some of her other wonderful builds as well.
Yeah.
Rexies.
The friends are Rexies as well. I would recommend.
Yeah. Show me wherever you want me to show. Yeah, just take me wherever.
Right.
I want to see everything.
I will do my best. I do know that I cannot stay on like super much longer.
It's fine.
My child is being a little grumpy, and but I will stay on as long as until he's like, Mom, please come tug me in. So let's continue on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wisman.
Absolute pleasure, and I'm glad we worked this out. And for anything else for building expertise or hints, I'll gladly reach out.
Yeah, no worries. I will definitely become a local after Val-Con.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
You could teach me more too, because my placement is not perfect and I need all the tips.
Wonderful. Well, enjoy. I will hopefully see you two around this coming week.
Yep, sounds good.
Perfect.
Good.
Have a good night. See ya.
I try to respect other people's places, so I don't go to them often enough that sometimes I have to kind of look at the banners and be like, where are you?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Nope, that's crystals. Over here.
Okay.
This is one of our players, Rexy's
Okay.
original build. It's, we'll kind of do a quick look around. Oh, I should have had my Eternal Torches mod on, but I'm sorry, I came in
Yeah,
without
that's
mods.
fine. Yeah, I haven't got mods either, so yep, no, that's not a problem.
Everyone has their own style, and I love it. I go in, I tell them, oh, I love it. They go, are you sure? I'm like, yes. I especially love this and this, and I can see where you're going with it. Please continue. And they're like, well, how do you do what you're doing? And I go, well, if you want to know what I'm doing, I will teach you. But I love your style. Please continue doing what you want to do. I will teach you some techniques that I have learned. So if you want to expand on your knowledge on placement or whatever, but everyone has their own unique look, and I don't want them to just stray away from that.
Correct,
if they want to
yeah.
do similar to mine too, they're welcome, but I also don't want them to lose what they have.
Correct.
If that makes sense.
Yep,
So,
no, it's totally understandable. And yeah, I think the more people are exposed to other build styles, and then are in communities, they will learn tricks and little things that make them feel more confident with how they're building, even if it means initially copying something like piece for piece, just to understand how it all comes together. And once that sort of comes together, it becomes more natural for them to just adapt and then do something a little different. And then they get more confident, and then they keep trying, and yeah, it's great. It's how you progress with your learning. And I know I've looked at so many people's builds and tried to replicate like how certain roofs are done or how window frames are done, and you sort of do it and you go, oh, it's a bit more fiddly than what I thought, or it was easier than what you thought, and therefore you kind of then use it and adapt on it yourself and make it your own. Yeah, no, it's great. Ooh, I like these, what do they call it? It's like not an arch board, it's kind of an arch, but yeah, this is cool.
So,
hey Daniel, oh, thanks for the lurk.
Or Hothbrod? Yeah, Hothbrod, I believe. And these builds are all up on the Valheimian's website, also under ElderWissman, and he has made sure that we all have like who has built it on there. This is Rexy's fort that he's been working on. It's right before you sail into the Ashlands, so we were actually using this to bring some of the players that needed to go to Ashlands. If they don't want to portal in, they can sail back and forth between because it's very
looking
close.
at the map, it's very short distance, isn't it? So that's great.
So he purposely picked here, and kind of also was like, I'm the defense of the Forsaken advancing up, and so he worked very hard at this. I was so impressed because I've been on the server for a year, and Van Landy is still kind of, it took me so long to build, and he had this done so fast, and I went, all right, you are a speedy builder, and I love it, and it's perfect. And he was so excited to share it and show it to me, and then he was like, I left my library, please do it. And I was like, okay.
It's very dramatic with the tall towers and then the arches.
He does very good, and all the detailing. Oh, hi, honey. Oh, you showing me something? Yeah. Give me just a second. I'm
You're
gonna
fine.
try to. I don't want to have him be loud with your
No,
stream,
it's
so I will
fine.
be right back. You are welcome to start exploring.
I will.
catch
I
up
will.
with
I will run around and see what I can see.
All right, perfect.
Ooh, what's in here? Ah, yeah, it overlooks the water. Wish it wasn't nighttime though. Let's have a look. What have we got over here? Do these doors go anywhere? Oh yeah. I want to go in the tower. How do we get into the tower? Stairs? Potentially, yes. This looks promising. Whee! Okay. Where's my little light? Okay. Ooh. Ah, yeah, we've got ballistas. That's neat. Oh, what's over here? Ah, yeah, got. Oh no! Well, that proves the point that I should eat food. Nothing's safe. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get back. Yeah, okay. I did not reset that from the other night either. Boo. But yes, I did die.
Oh no!
Not 11 times. Hi, I died.
Oh no! What happened?
I jumped off the tower, which was fine, and I landed, and that was fine. And then I got walking around, and I obviously forgot that there was sharp objects surrounding the catapults, and it killed me because I haven't eaten, and now I'm back at the start, running with my little hand lantern that's still in my hand.
Well, this gives you some practice to get back to the portal hub there.
It does.
So
it
that
does.
shows people the way. So I mean that works very well in case anyone new joined. I will meet you there, and we will come back. And it looks like it's starting to become daylight. So
yes,
that will
that's
be great
much
because
safer.
we can see better. Yeah. So maybe we needed a death so that we could, show this in the daylight.
Well, I think I'm going the right way. Potentially.
Sorry, I'm in a loading screen. Give me a.
Oh, yep. Okay. I just saw you on the map, and there I'm turning left, not right. Okay, here we go. Ah, yep. Okay, I remember coming through here. Okay, we are back to the start. Okay. Oh, hi! I made it!
Yay!
How funny.
I do that so many times. I do. Very funny deaths.
Hello there.
Hi,
If
Miss
you don't
B.
laugh about your death in Valheim, you might want to start thinking about maybe realizing that sometimes the deaths are so funny that even if they're so frustrating and they make you so angry and they make you just not want to play for like a few hours, I don't know. So I don't have this thing where it's burnout here in Valheim, but I do understand that people get frustrated when they die. But I have noticed that some of my deaths that made me very angry are some of the funniest things to look back on after you get over that initial anger. So I try to look at it that way. Like, this is just going to make me laugh eventually when, emotions calm down.
Yeah. We played, what was it last night? Windrose. Oh my god. Oh my god. I I did not run my death counter last night, but Helga, who I was playing with, she had like 33 deaths, and I reckon I was very close to that as well. Because we just died a lot, and it was funny and frustrating at the same time. More funny now that it's happened, and I'm on the other side of it. But oh boy, there was so many deaths. Where's my corpse marker? Okay, somewhere on the roof over there. Okay. I was like, oh, this looks cool. I'm gonna jump down. Splat. Yeah. Here it is.
Maybe I
Aha.
should stay right here so I don't
Oh,
do the
I'm
same
keeping
thing
my
because-
distance. Oh yeah, look at the spike. Yeah, I fully got
Oh,
clipped on that.
yeah, I would have totally done that. In fact, I will admit to something. In Leechwater, I have those, right? And I forgot they have spikes on them.
Oh yeah,
And I was in a hurry,
yeah.
and I went running, and I ran right into one and died. And
Yeah.
I came all the way back there to run through the front gate to forget I had another one there. Ran into that one and had a second death, and went, yep, this checks out. And then when I came back, I put the legs down because I said we're not doing this again because I will
Yep.
forget again. But,
Yeah, well, I think that's the first time I've died from one, but it was also, okay, I blame the nighttime and the fact that I was more curious about the roof pattern, not where I was landing, and took a step and got squished.
Yep.
Yes.
His roof patterns are so, I love them.
It's very different. Yeah.
Yes, it is very much his unique style in all his builds that he does, and I love them because it's a roof style I would not even think of. In fact, I will admit my roofing is not very great, and it's not my my strength, and I love it. I'm not quite sure. I haven't been here in a long time, and so I will try to remember everything that's in here. I know that he's still building on it, so things have probably changed.
Nice and tall.
But he's working on making this grand entrance. I'm so excited to see what he finishes with.
Hopefully there's like a giant throne seat right here. That'll be pretty cool. You walk in and see it. Or at least, like, if it's not one, it's like 3 with one in the middle that's bigger and then 2 smaller ones on the side. Ooh, okay, we'll have to wait and see what he comes up with.
The floor here, this is new. I haven't seen this.
Where he's
really
clipped.
Cool.
Oh yeah, he's clipped the pattern in over the top. Yeah, that would have taken a minute to do.
That's really cool. Yeah, I'll have to tell him I like that. I think there's a door over here. I believe it goes to, if I remember right, food, kitchen, and dining.
Yeah, here we go.
And he likes wide open kitchens and dining.
Yep. I like it as well. Like I have I do some things where it's sort of like enclosed, but it's usually for a specific style. Most of the time my kitchens are open or have a bench that is very, very open, and they're, kitchen benches are usually filled with clutter or food, so one of the two things is going on them anyway. But I do like to use the pots and pans thing, and like sinking this so it's like just below the bench, and that way it looks like you've got bowls and cups and plates sitting on your actual kitchen bench. But usually only really works when you've got it backed up against the wall, so you can hide the back piece and the pots that are hanging from it. But yeah, and that same for this the prep table and the butcher's block. You can definitely find ways to sort of make them be part of your benchtop surfaces as well, which is always a challenging and neat trick to do too. But no, I like the open spaces. I do wish we were able to make our own feast platters.
Yes, that would be so nice.
You just have to have like a minimum number of like pre-cooked meals, and then that sort of just creates a platter to place. But I don't think they'll give us that kind of option, but it would be nice to make some custom stuff.
The light coming through is nice.
With the sunrise? Yeah.
I believe that this was bedrooms. Yes.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yep. Very tavern-esque, where you've got your little rooms.
And I think that one goes up to more bedrooms, and then this one either goes to the armory or the library, or it might go to the library then to the armory. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember.
No, you're fine.
Oh, library. Yep, so this is the library.
Ooh, this is cool.
This is what he had me work on. I asked him afterwards, I was like, do you like it? And he was like, yes. I tried to put details in all the books. And I don't think anyone's really filled the books out here yet, but that was the plan, so.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And it's definitely like a library. We've got your aisles and, you know, your antiquities, you know, on display amongst all your books and things. That's a leech trophy. Yeah, neat. I really like it.
I like my details, and he said he wanted that for the library, so that's why he specifically asked me to come in and build it. And I was like, are you sure? Because I really like what you do. And he said, yes, I've been wanting you to specifically come and, you know, work on something with me, and this is what you could do. And I said, well, thank you. That makes me feel good that you want to work together. And then since I did this for him, he knows that sometimes I struggle with building like fast, big, you know, like for bigger structures. And he has said, anytime you do come up with an idea for something that's around that, let me know and I will come and help you work on it. And I said, okay.
What is that? Is that something layered? Or is it a... Oh, it's a saddle of sorts. Is it the Askvin saddle, perhaps?
Yes, that's the Aspen.
Okay.
The other one's the locks.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? But now I'm looking at it, it actually is the saddle. Yeah, that's neat. I'm glad they allowed us to put more things on item stands.
Yes,
I just wish there
celebrated.
was more.
Yeah, yes, I celebrated. I instantly went and tried everything because I noticed the wiki was a little not as accurate. You can
Yeah, it's definitely not accurate.
So,
like the cores is a good touch because the cores add like different sorts of lighting that you didn't sort of usually have the ability to do. So having all the different cores and the tier that you get for what's this one that's called that's the wisp.
The Torn Spirit.
Yeah, the Torn Spirit to get your wisp thingy. Yeah, so because I remember when that was just a cube in your bag after killing the boss, and you sort of was like, what's this cube gonna do? And it did nothing, and you couldn't do anything with it, and you couldn't display it, and it was just a cube. Yeah, no, that's cool. No, very well done. And the roof is cool as well with the different crisscrossy patterns. Yeah.
I thought it looked kind of nice, and the light that comes in. I like that for a library. Have some natural light coming in.
Yep. No, that's very, very cool.
Those just go up to the towers. That might go to somewhere, but I think this is down to... sorry, I'm probably going to get lost.
You're
This is a
fine.
big structure that I'm not very familiar with.
Yep.
I don't... Even if someone's asking me to build in their areas, I don't really just go explore unless they are here.
Yeah, that's
I
fair
don't
enough.
feel, you know, like that's something that I should do. Oh, this just goes outside. So how do we get in there? Oh, it's right here. And then he has like an armory.
Neat. Yeah, see, I haven't played too much with the weapons that they added with Ashlands. Like, I had a pretty terrible experience with Ashlands, but I stupidly thought that being on a community server at the time Ashlands came out was going to be as good as what it was with Mistlands, but because Ashlands is way smaller and people were so, like, desperate for more content that they rushed it and then stripped it, and there was
Yeah.
nothing there to go and do, and it kind of put me off because they went and rushed it. You had so much as a new player spawning in the world just from night spawns that it was just impossible. So my comment earlier about having a wooden club and having seekers at night was a legitimate thing on that server, because it just, you came in as a new character and it was literally less than a week and it was pretty much all over, and there was not much to sort of do, and it put me off, and then I just sort of continued building, really, in my own world instead, of doing the community stuff. So I think when 1.0 comes out, it'll definitely be a much smaller group where the world file isn't something that is just open 100% of the time for people to just do everything, because people get very excited, so they over collect and then overshare, and you don't get the experience of farming things for yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So I definitely want to have it as just like a 100% new experience where nothing is sort of handed to me, everything is earned, because it makes gameplay way more exciting, and it feels
Yes.
it feels
I
like you've
agree.
earned what you've got, essentially, and I like that.
When I know that someone has not done a full run, when they come on here, I tell them, how do you want to play? Because these are the options of different play style here.
Yeah,
And I kind of try to explain it to them. And then if they want to do like a typical progression run, we do our best. It
yeah,
is, things are changed, obviously in this world. It's hard to do a completely vanilla progression run, but I mean, it's vanilla, but you know what I mean. Things are
yeah.
changed from biomes in the biomes here that things don't normally belong. And so it is different, but I do teach them, like this is what you get from this biome, this is what you get from this biome, like this is what this boss unlocks. And I encourage them, yes, we have portals to all these places, but let's do this like you would normally.
Yeah,
And if that's what they want, if they want to just straight just portal into areas and get familiar in the biome, I will help them with it, because that can be a little difficult, just being thrown into a biome when you're not ready for it.
yeah, correct.
Um, and then there's some that just go, can I just unlock the recipes from your boxes and then use what maybe some players can go and gather for me.
Yeah,
And we have done that also. So there are many different ways to play Valheim, and I do try to, ask people when they come on here, well, what are you wanting, and some of them have no idea, because we've had a few that have came on here that had never played Valheim before. And I tried my best to, make it a fun experience for them. And um, that's what I would like to do, for like have someone do for me.
yeah.
I learned it on my own, so but with my fiance. But if I were to come in that similar situation, that's what I would prefer, is someone to give me those options.
Yep, no, that's correct. And then obviously, like with Val-Con last year, there were some people who had never even owned the game before that convention, and that convention um, gave them the need to purchase it so they could see the world and be awed by it all. But it also means that they're seeing something that people have been doing and practicing with for years. So when they attempt to try and do something, it's not on an equivalent level, so it kind of then puts them off, because the player base is sort of either waiting for an update, or the group is just more focused on building versus doing the
Hmm.
playthrough as it is. So I can't wait to like have a set group of people dedicate like 1 or 2 days a week and just progress it, where nobody's doing anything on that world until the group is online and ready to go. And then if there's other worlds that are doing different things, like I'll be everywhere. I'll be doing everything when 1.0 comes out, which is why I'm just doing building stuff now, because it's the perfect in-between time to not be burnt out by playthrough, because you do get burnt out from just playing
Yes.
and playing and playing, but I don't get burnt out as much when I'm just building, because it's more my creative outlet. So Val-Con sort of, it's come in at the right time, which is good,
Yes,
because there's
I
that
agree.
content lull. Yeah.
I agree. I did not join Val-Con last year. I honestly, I don't know why. Probably because I didn't really talk to many community members until recently. I was not aware of how welcoming and lovely everyone is. I've played other games where it's maybe not that way, you know.
Yeah.
And so I didn't. And this year I have, you know, like, talked to more people and have joined a few discords and communities, and I it's kind of funny when Emma asked me if I was interested in building on a world with her. She had asked her community, and I clicked the yes, I'm interested. It's so funny. I was not aware that it was going to be built for Val-Con. And I was such a potato that it wasn't until I had built several builds on there that it finally clicked in my head that I was helping build a server for Val-Con. And I was like, oh, well, oh. They're gonna be seeing this. And but I'm so happy I did, because joining, I'm talking to you. We've had other people come in on here, and so that's been nice, because it's meeting new people, making new friends, bonding over a passion that we all have. And then on season time, we were running together doing games, and everybody was being silly, and so that was so new for me, and I absolutely love it. And I've been just dying to go to the other servers too, but I have been way too busy to go. But yes, potato brain does strike often.
Well, I'm planning, like, today. Well, today for me, what is it? It's midday on Wednesday for me, because I'm from the future and whatever. So yes, midday on Wednesday for me at the moment. But I have the next 2 days completely empty. I'm not working, and I've actually taken the time off deliberately to give myself time to help the team get everything prepped for Val-Con, but also dedicate time each day to see like 2 or 3 servers. So if you wanted to and are available and wanted to join, and anyone in chat is the same, if they wanted to come in and explore and run around and see things at the same time, I'm more than happy to have people come around. I think the more the merrier, because there's only so much that I can see, but having a collective, discussion over a feature or something, or getting excited over something, or all dying for something, that'll be, exciting as well. But I do plan on visiting Emma's server potentially today. I just have to grasp the fact that I actually have to play the game to do it. So
I apologize in advance. We got together, and I think we both kind of have a very similar mindset on being sneaky and being a little mischievous. And we definitely made a challenging, fun but challenging at times treasure hunt.
Yeah.
And she had asked me to make some mazes and some parkour areas.
See, I like
and
all
she
this
had
sort
made
of
some
stuff.
per-
I just think it's funny
She
when
had-
you've got more than one
yeah.
person trying to do it with you, that's all. And that's why I'm like,
Yes.
it'd be good to have people actually come in and do it with me, because then it'd be more of a race and a bit more competitive. And I like being semi-competitive, because it's usually a fun time to sort of laugh at someone missing the jump and then you winning it, and them getting shitty at you because you did it and they didn't. I think that whole thing's great, the banter.
There has been a lot of people on there, so I'm sure most people were focused on the hunt, but we did tie in to where you have to do those for some of them. And so I'm sure, going off the vibe that I've been experiencing while there, if you said, hey, who wants to do this with me, I'm sure there would be like 3 or 4 people that would be like, yes.
Yeah.
So I was feeling kind of bad, some of them getting frustrated, and I told them I made this. Yes, I tested it. Yes, I succeeded in doing it several times. Otherwise, I wouldn't have felt comfortable with other people doing it. But I am terrible at it, and I will show you that I also will be falling just as much as you, or getting frustrated in this maze. Like I may know it now, but I had to test this to make sure it was going to run smoothly, and so I ran it multiple times, and so I was trying to help them feel like like you're not alone in
It
this
is
pain,
achievable. Yeah, yep.
and so there was we had a lot of fun. We made I made 3 mazes. Emma made 1 maze. I don't even know how many parkour areas there are. And then I tried to make some like festivals and markets, so that I made my best at mini games because I've never done any of that. And they are mostly for the build aesthetic, but I did find that there is a way that you can play them.
Yep.
And we were doing some of that together, and we were laughing about how like clunky it was, but it was fun, and so we actually were kind of bonding over that. So yes, if anyone is interested in having fun with people, that is a fun server. Season High is also up for the hype week.
It is, yeah. It was my plan today, if I could, to get on there with a few people and like run around and do that. And I've seen, I accidentally came across Immunity and I think Morning Darkness on that server, and I was like, whoop, okay, no spoilers, leaving, bye, love you, and then like left, because I don't want it to be ruined, which is why I've tried to avoid as many of the Hype Week World trailers as I can. I did enough justice so I could do the socials and get it out, but I've deliberately avoided learning too much about it, because if like Ulrich and Wisman and yourself, like if people are on that helped build the world or know about the world, then I would prefer it to hear what the world is about from those people versus me trying to make assumptions and guess and get it wrong. So yeah, I definitely prefer like the chit chat, because it just makes everything a bit more engaging and it's easier to understand, and then if people are interested, they know more about it rather than coming across the wrong way. So yeah. Where do you want to go next? You tell me.
I'm trying to see. I haven't personally talked to very many of the people to see if they wanted
no, that's fine.
A tour of their place. I'm not sure. I think. Let me look at these banners. I think Lyle would be okay with us hopping in here real quick and looking. I don't think he would care.
Yeah, I don't want to obviously like do anything that makes people uncomfortable or annoyed. So
no, he has told me I'm welcome anytime, and he actually bills to have people come and spend some time in his area, and he's super sweet, and he is a lot of fun to explore with, and he also came in here without very much building experience at all, and his build style has evolved over the time he has been here, and I have encouraged everything he's done because I absolutely love it. Like honestly, he makes some amazing Groston structures, and I was just kind of blown away by them because I think that one was a blueprint from someone, but he liked it, so he kept it there.
I would say it's a very unique way of making it look like a well with the bucket hanging down. But yeah, very cool.
So I'm not quite sure whose blueprint that is. I know Wiseman has talked to a few people, and then Valheimians also has where people allow you to download their blueprints. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't want to say, like I do know that is a blueprint. I'm not sure whose it is. But this is Lyle's build he made.
Very cool. Yeah, the Grouston and all the fact that you can get so much contrast from the Grouston pieces, like it just, I do like building with it. I just dislike how much build dust comes out of it. Because the pieces
Yeah.
are so small, especially the beams or the poles, like you're just constantly waiting for the area to be clear so you could see what you've got to put down next, or you just trust it and go, click, 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 and then realize that a third of it's wrong and you've got to delete it and do it again. Depends how impatient you are.
And a lot of these builds are, we very much don't try to like polish up our builds. We are a building like server. We are building a world together, so we
Yeah.
show it just as it is. Half finished or scaffolding, whatever.
Yeah.
To show that you can build at your own pace. And you're welcome to come and look as it progresses, and so that way it feels like there's less pressure to get a build out right away. And
Hello there.
I don't know where I'm going with this, sorry.
No, you're fine. Olva, hello. How you doing? I always try to do this as well, like frame out the hearth and make it so you can place things, because the hearth itself, it lets you put item stands on it, but most of the time it eats whatever you put on there, and you have to kind of like put something over the top and then hope that the item stand is just touching it enough for it to keep the object on it, or it doesn't like the serving tray. So yeah, I always try and frame it out as well, or put like a shelf or a mantle or something around it to make it less boring, because it is quite a boring piece when you place it and don't do anything with it.
It is.
Yeah, no, this is cool with all the lights and all the plants.
Was it you that buried the wish? Yes, I think it was you that buried the torches in the Groston.
Oh yeah.
And it made it glow.
Oh
yes.
Yeah. I was so happy when I got that to work. I was like, oh my god, it just makes it look so magical. Yeah, it's amazing.
I saw that. Ooh. I ran to Lyle because I knew that he has the blue and white, and I said, hey, look, I have something to show you. And I plopped it down and I showed him, and he went, what?
Yeah.
So now he tries to use it. In Vanlandy, I actually put in the Groston pillars, to have a little extra light, I put the lava lamps, and it just made it kind of glow a little more. And then in some of my other builds, I have used your putting the wisp torches in there, because I was like, yes, that's genius.
Then when you visit the Val-Con server and you go to the Snowdrift and Frost area, when you first come in and you come out of the portal from the fairground portal hub thing, make sure when you walk into the portal hub and let it load in, and you walk into the portal hub, you look directly up from the middle of the portal hub, and then you will see what I've done next. Because it looks absolutely wild. Like, I tested it off-world. I had everything off the edge of the actual map. So you jump off in admin mode and you fly right down to the flat area off the side of the world. And we were building out there to try and see how many instances, because obviously with the Val-Con server, we are instance locked. We can't exceed a certain amount of instances, which I think is 15,000 for an area. So when we were building, the easiest way to ensure that all things that we were contributing were under the minimum, under the maximum, was to be out there where there were no instances, so we can just build and count, blueprint, and then remove. And that's what we were doing. And there was one thing that from that build comp that I did back in August last year with hiding everything in the Grouston walls, we did this, but it's using Gizmo, and it's I'm not going to spoil it, but it is absolutely wild, and I'm going to use it wherever possible from here in. And it took so long. It took so long to get it to work, and I reckon I placed 50 to 60 wisp lights, to give you an idea.
Wow.
And you'll understand when you see it, and anyone else seeing it, why I did it. And if you go through specifically when it's in the dusk or dawn or night area, time of day, and you look up, you'll understand why it was done that way. And it's absolutely wild. Yeah, It's
I'm
definitely
so
one of the
curious
favorite
now.
things. Yeah. I've taken
Because,
photos and I was going to post it. I'm like, no, this will just spoil it. So it needs to be seen,
yeah,
and then I'll do all the
no,
posts
let me
after
see
the
it.
fact. Yeah.
I'm so curious though because I've said before, I really have taken a lot of inspiration from your builds, and
Ooh,
I
there are
have
ruins over
appreciated
here.
everything. Oh yes, shoot, sorry. Um, he will place ruins for us if we
Yep,
request them. Um,
it
so
looks
it
cool.
just kind of brings a little bit more. There is some lore to this area, but I know it's explained way better in the Discord under the lore tab, so I'm not going to try to
Yeah.
explain it and get it wrong. So,
No. That's totally fine.
but yeah, it's
Are there
it
any
is
spikes up
definitely
here? No. Okay, it looks pretty. Oh, there are spikes. Okay, I'm going to stay away from them. I don't need to go kaputty again. But yeah, no, it's a very dramatic looking building, and I like things that have drama, just like your balcony. That was epic with the overhanging light.
Oh,
I really like that.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Where am
Do
I
the
going now?
the stone one,
Yep.
the stone portal.
Slightly distracted there.
I do that too. Emma was trying to tell me something today even, and I got distracted about 5 times. And she's like, "Are you coming?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "We're doing this, remember?" And I said, "Oh yeah." I felt so bad. Okay. They're telling me to bring you to my tower.
Okay. Show me.
My friend. I just feel so bad because like I don't want this to make it seem like I don't know, I have a real issue with the people. Like I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, she just wants to show her builds, but yeah,
If you've got suggestions on where to go, then take me there. And if it's just yours, then it's just your stuff. I don't mind. Everything that I've seen so far is amazing. So yeah, and I will definitely be, joining at some point once everything has calmed down and I have a schedule. I would like to get more involved with some of the communities. So yeah.
Yeah. I know Lyle well enough. We've actually planned builds together in like his area and my area, so I know he wouldn't mind. But I really haven't had a chance. I've been so busy to talk to the other
That's fine.
players, and I am very I know that they were aware of it, but I know some were kind of hesitant, said I would rather like not, and then
that's fine.
Some said yes, but at this point I can't remember who was who. So
that's fine. Let's go to your tower. There you go.
Okay. Oh, it was right there. Yeah, this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Olva, so the 15k zone restriction was put in place for Val-Con this year because last year with all of the wonders, a lot of them exceeded like 20 to 30,000 instances, and it made experiencing the area and the build very difficult for some player PCs, especially if they've got poor connections because of ping distance, as well as just PCs not being able to render everything in, and it also then would create issues with portals and doors, and just more than one player in the area meant that you were sort of fighting for ownership and load time. So they enforced a stricter instance cap this time. I think there's been some advancements with some mods that allow instance counts to be reduced on buildings that get blueprinted, but a lot of that stuff needs to be tested, and hopefully if we've got enough time and it's tested thoroughly, that may be a way to sort of negate some of those instance heavy builds that we had to decline from this year's server, and hopefully next year it'll be a bit more open for that sort of high detail heavy build instance count stuff. But Those things that didn't get accepted, I think there's probably some videos and things that are going to be showed on the broadcast instead.
Alright, so this is, I'm
Yeah,
still
correct.
working on different builds, but I do intend to, every biome except Ashlands in the Deep North, to have a witch in each of the biomes.
Okay.
And this is the Black Forest Witch tower, and I will have some more that I write up for it, but I was trying to get some of at least one structure down per witch
Okay.
before I drop that. But it does link in with my player's lore progression. So,
Okay.
So this is the Black Forest Witch Tower.
Nice.
And she is a nice witch that
Okay.
she's one that
Ooh.
lets you come here and visit, and she seems a little bit almost too nice, but she may have a something in her tower that shows who she truly is in the inside.
Okay. Yes.
So you can take a look around and see if you can find that, and it's pretty obvious. You just start walking around and you'll find it. But all the books too have titles courtesy of one of the Soderhold Alliance members. His name is Payne. He came in here and he was so nice to fill out all the books. And I came in and I read them and I was laughing really hard at them. And in here is like her dining and like living room.
Her quarters,
and then
yeah.
over there,
Yep.
her bedroom.
Yep.
Her
She's
mirror,
got all
her
her
closet.
clothing. Yep. Aha. Okay. So, we're looking for something that explains a deceptive witch. She's hiding a secret. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so she'll be welcoming, but she's not really wanting you to be here, if that makes sense. She doesn't want her secret to be revealed.
Okay, because I'm seeing book titles saying Seeker, I barely know her, and Seeking the Queen, a dangerous mistake. What else have we got? What's this one?
I'm not really sure if the books are... I don't know if there was books put in to give this away.
No, that's fine. I'm just like, beyond words, what trolls think and feel. Lol.
Maybe a little bit are put in there for that, because I did mention it. But it's just going to be very obvious because she definitely wants it not to be found. So.
Okay.
But she doesn't want it to be found, but I also made it obvious. So this is kitchen. She does have a little garden out back.
I was like, what is this? But this is an empty platter. That's actually an interesting way to display something. I wonder if you can put stuff...
just me eating it and haven't put new down.
No, I know, but it makes me wonder if you can decorate over the top of it, though.
I was honestly thinking the same thing, but I haven't messed around with it yet. So if you find a way, please let me know.
Is it downstairs? There is downstairs. Okay, let me go down.
There is a downstairs. The garden is out back, and then we can continue down if you want to. Or
well, there's skulls everywhere. Do not enter. Well, I'm pretty sure that's... Oh! Okay, I'm in a floor.
Don't go...
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I will say don't go in the cave unless you're ready to take on 1-star trolls, because I asked to put trolls in there, and he put 1-star trolls, and I said perfect. Because it does have a warning. It does have a warning. So if you go in there and something happens, well, then that's kind of on you. So, but yes, her secret is down there. Can you kind of guess a little bit of what she is doing there? Any theories?
Well, is she making stuff out of trolls? Like harvesting them for something?
Yes. She is harvesting the trolls to use their souls to fuel her troll staff. And that is why when she spawns, when she uses the troll staff, they are skeletal. So, that's kind of what I came up with. So.
Neat. I wish you get a heart from... What's the mob that you get the heart from?
I went in my cave on accident. And see, I'm like, oh, be prepared.
Yeah, there's a heart object that you get from. Oh shit. Okay, hang on. Okay, hi. Oh, Flynn again.
And then I trapped her again.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, you should expect this of me. Just kidding. No, this is the only build here I have a trap, so.
No, that was funny. Yeah, there's a heart object. I think it's from an Ashlands mob, I'm pretty sure. And it doesn't go on item stands at the moment, but I wish they did, because I tried to use them in one of the Planeswalker builds and I couldn't. And then I was like, well, can I put them inside a box, like a display box? But then when your character walks by, it just vacuums them up because you just throw them in there. So I really wish that they could be on item stands, because you could get some really gruesome details in builds using like actual hearts on stands. Yeah. Not weird at all.
Mine's kind of overgrown a little bit on the windows. This took so long to layer. I built all the stone structure first, then I planted the vines, and I let them grow, and then I think I did the buildings and like the roofing after that, and then I wrapped the core wood around after that, and then I put the like ruin type stuff down here, and then used the feaster to place all the mushrooms. And yeah, it took so long.
Did you did you happen to see the on, I think it was the Fairy Tale build comp with Planeswalkers, what I did in the Enchanted Forest with the stumps?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wondered if this is, I deliberately detailed like all of them so the stumps were like actual glowing things, so it like made the forest look like you could see it without needing a torch, essentially, and it was all lit up. There were the wisp lights up in the trees to make it look like they were floating orbs, and if only we had the Fey lights then, like the hanging things. But you know, it is what it is.
I used the item stands to place the thistle.
Yep.
The blueberry bushes were here, which was one of the reasons why I was so excited about this troll cave, because I was like, the blueberries are here. You know, I might have been really excited about this. And the elder is right over there, and I actually have like a build under it, but it's just kind of like just miscellaneous stuff to go get, like a comfort. So it's not interesting. But yeah, this took so long. I have a Grey Dwarf spawner farm over there. It's actually
they're fun
closed
too.
off. You just spawn in and out with a portal directly into where I have my warehouse, which is hidden because I try to supply the server with everything, and I've had some people unfortunately not be the best about it, so I try to keep that hidden in a location where I can make sure I have resources to give to people. So it's not that, you know, I'm not wanting to share, I mean, be open about it. It's just, unfortunately, you never know when someone's going to have ill intentions, and I want to make sure that I'm able to give, if someone needs stone, here you go. They need whatever, you know.
You can get so many resources out of those.
Yes.
Like, I think on the last few servers that I played on, like properly, I made sure that my main build was actually on top of a spawner, or had a spawner within the distance of my character being at base, so it was always running. And it was constantly just like, you walk in there, literally within like 2 seconds, you were encumbered, you were full, and then you needed to like drop everything into boxes, and you go back down. It took so long to empty those pits out because it would just,
it really does,
be consistently generating stuff. I just wish we could do more with like the resin,
Yes, I agree.
Because you get so
It
much of
seems.
it that it becomes at a
Mhm.
certain point no longer needed, or there's not enough with it to make something. Like I kind of wish we had more options with resin, as an example. The same for flint. I think there should have been more options with flint.
Mhm.
Um,
I agree. There is opportunity for, I feel like, a lot of the items in the world that could be maybe expanded on, and that would be nice, I think. But then again, I try to just be thankful for what I'm seeing,
yeah,
and try to find new ways. And then I get so surprised because I think I have found, like some things, and then I go and I look and there's so many more things that other people have found, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about this. And I love how everybody shares it. I've been on other games where people don't want to share those things, and it's just it, it doesn't make sense to me. Part of playing a game is for fun, and if you're keeping fun from other people, I mean, I don't know. I guess to me, it just doesn't make sense.
and yes, Norson, there are not safe for work books in the library. Was it the library? No, it was what room was it that had all those funny books in? We were in earlier. Was it one of Wisman's builds? Or was it one of yours?
Oh, it was my Van Landy build. Does
Okay.
have the not
Yep.
safe for work. Yeah,
I think he's
so
trying
we
to. I
had to
think
be
he's gonna
careful with
try
that
and
one.
trap Emma or Gwen into reading something. Anyway, I think it'd be funny.
All
Well, that's
right.
been amazing.
Yeah, my
Amazing.
child is getting kind of grumpy, so I think that's
Yeah.
the perfect time. We really appreciate you coming here, especially me. I heard you were coming. I went, what? I finally get to meet her. I'm so excited. I've been hearing
Yes.
such great things, and I love her content. And you are just a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'm excited to see you on here. I'm really happy that you want to come join and do some things.
Yep.
Um,
I'll have to think of a
and
backstory and all that sort of stuff to make it
hmm
fit in with what everyone's doing. But yes, I will definitely make the effort to do that. It'll just need to be after the con and after my brain's like had a a cool down period, and then
yes.
be able to set everything up again. But no, it'll be super exciting. And yes, I will be visiting Emma's Seasonheim. That was the plan for today after taking a break and having some food and all that fun stuff. And yeah, it'll be super exciting. But yeah, don't be a stranger. Send me a DM on Discord, and if you're around to come and explore the other worlds, let me know, or anyone else in chat wants to come and explore at the same time. We can tee up as a group. But yes, and then obviously Val-Con on the weekend. I'll be around the whole time,
Yes.
like a psycho, because it starts at 3 and 5 a.m. my time on those days.
Oh.
So yeah.
I've noticed a lot of things are for you is it's kind of hard because of the time difference. And
Yeah.
I see how sleepy you are, and I'm like, how is she still doing that so sleepy?
Yeah.
And I just admire it so much because I mean, I can't do that sleepy. So, but yeah, I
Lots of nanny
definitely will
naps.
reach out. We can chat a little bit more. It's been wonderful to meet you, and thank you for your chat, putting up with
Yeah.
me.
No putting up with it
So
all. It's been amazing. The server is amazing. I think what I've seen, everyone's done a really good job with keeping stories and making things feel like they've got a backstory and there's community behind it, and everyone's skills and techniques are different, and you see things that you haven't seen before, and that's exciting. So I do look forward to becoming part of that experience as well. So thank you.
yeah, thank you.
All right,
All right,
well,
you have.
enjoy the rest of your
Oh,
night, and I will
yep.
zoom around for a few more minutes before I raid out and go and get some food, and then I'll come back and start again. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, take care. Bye.
Thank you. Alrighty, see ya. So what does everyone think? I really enjoy the community feel and how in-depth the storytelling and lore and detail and everything looks amazing. it's a very different way to play. I haven't really tried sort of like too many backstories and RP stuff before. I don't know how RP heavy it is, but I think having that mindset would help, you know, get a character or a story in mind to make something fit with what they've got going on here. Like everything seems to be themed in groups and sort of, you know, builds sort of growing out of it. And I like the idea of ruins and things, you know, having a story and looking different. The Grausen is very, very well placed, and there's lots of layering and detail, things that I haven't seen and I haven't attempted to do myself. So some very inspiring features here. Like even that just looks cool with the layering. Like you don't think about it until you see it, and then you realize how good it looks to just sort of layer stuff. And it might mean more pieces placed, but at the end of the day, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What am I stuck on? A stump. I don't do a lot of building with marble though. I think marble is very maybe too strong for some things, like maybe some feature stuff. As an example, like maybe around a hearth or yeah, I don't tend to build full builds using marble. Even though they might look cool, like I guess like the starkness of them perhaps in Mistlands is where they sort of might shine the most, but I definitely don't use it as much as what I do Grouston. You caught it. Oh, Norsen, you're funny. Yeah, even just the detail on the walkways and stuff. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Well, they've done an amazing job. I'll pop the links in chat again. Where are we? Here it is. So yeah, ElderWissman was on earlier. He had to go, but this is the community server that he has been building and running with obviously lots of different people. Miss Potatoes is one of those community members. It sounds like she's also part of Emma Potatoes community as well. And I definitely think the server is worth exploring or joining if it's something that you feel you could put the time and effort into, but definitely exploring it during Hype Week is one way to see all different techniques and designs and things. Everything looks different at day and in the night as well, so it's definitely worth it. I'll have all the socials and links in the VODs, both on Twitch and YouTube, so if you want to come back later and click through or see things, it'll all be available after the live stream stops. But what's the time here? So it's 12:40 here, so I definitely want to get some food and stretch and pat the dog and see how my hobby's day at work is going, because he's at work and I'm off, so that's exciting. Do the washing, and then my plan is to come back this afternoon and explore Seasonheim. So maybe in 2 to 3 hours perhaps is the plan for that. So if anyone wants to hang out or come do that with me, just let me know in Discord and we'll tee up to go do it. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to hang out and chat and tell me that I've missed something or laugh at me dying or whatever is going to happen, because I'm sure there'll be deaths and things being missed. So you got through the tower build roughly. Ah, nice. But yes, that's pretty much the plan for today, and then I'll do Seasonheim for a few hours and then have another break, and then depending on the time and how I'm feeling, I wanted to do another server for today, so 3 today if I can. And that's pretty much the plan for the next couple of days as well, is try and get through around 3 servers a day, just to give everyone, you know, some time to tell me what's going on and what they like and feature things and show things off and share it all, and that way if people didn't realize there was something that they could visit, that, you know, the links are there and they can go visit. But yeah, my stomach's growling, so I need to go do food. So let me see who we have that we can take everyone over to. Who is streaming at the moment? Anyone in Valheim? Let's have a look-see. Okay. We're going to Valheim Girl. She's also doing Hype Week stuff. She's doing a first-time hard mode duo run by the looks of it. So we will go and do that. Yes, correct and awesome. That's what we're going to do. So we will drop in and say hi to her and we'll show some love. If you haven't followed her, definitely follow her. She's amazing. I think we were going to try and tee up a server join together now that I'm off work. So I will find out what her plan for that was and hopefully it aligns. I can pretty much do any time because I'm off work. So if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's the plan anyway. So I will check in with her after this and we'll go from there. But otherwise, thank you for hanging out and we will go and see Valheim Girl now.